Were you, or were you not, on a gay cruise?
Now, you're 120% dick pic.
Everybody that age, they're sperminator.
Yeah.
Because we don't care about anything else. We're walking hard on looking for a hole.
That's. I have to say you're right on that one. Oh, my God.
A stiff breeze comes through the room, and you return the favor.
Gonorrhea. Oh. Somewhere on the outside of this building, there is a hole where squirrels come in.
Better than a hole where dicks come in.
Yeah, better than that.
Going down the stairs to wash the laundry. What the hell? Shh. Pizza. Stop! Stop it now! I order you to stop! I'm still touching myself.
Yeah!
All young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge they phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
I think washing they pussy in the sink is my favorite part. The Vietnamese trade in dongs. Figuratively and literally, I'm sure.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
I did decide to look it up. 500,000 dongs is a good night for Pop's ex.
Like most women, he's an emotional thinker.
Good God.
I mean, that's part of the problem we're having now in our society is we have a bunch of emotional thinkers that want the world to, to fall in line with their emotions. That's not... look, reality doesn't give a shit about emotions.
It's my lived truth. Fuck your lived truth.
No, it's not. It's your perspective.
Kiss my ass.
Literally like, hey, Sergeant Pop, you got to turn your bear suit. I'm like, over my dead body. No. Just give me a statement of charges. Yeah. You're never getting this back. Yeah. You can suck it.
I'm going to wear this with my Russian coat.
you will bury me in this. Hey! Why you gotta fucking be like that, man?
Because I'm an asshole, and I learned from the best. I'm sitting across from him, and I'm pointing at you with all four fingers.
All right, first of all, the Russian jacket is World War II surplus.
I'll send you a picture of it, Sarge.
Yeah, okay.
I got you standing wearing it with holding two giant buckets like you just collected all the chum from behind the dump dumpster at the bar, and you're going to go home and make ice cream out of it.
What's up, savages? All right, we have a show for you. You're going to need to drink because we're going to be talking about a lot of Bolsheviks. I'm going to drink after this one. All right. So let me just paint the picture. We have individuals out there who want to have one world order. And this is nothing new. This has been going on for some time. And yes, we have free elections, and there's other elections that take place around the world. And they have been hijacked. Case in point, if you think a female non-Mexican of a Jewish religion woman was elected to be the president of Mexico, you're out of your goddamn mind. We're seeing a whole bunch of election craziness going on. Trump just went over to Venezuela, snatched the head dude there, and the rumor is they're leaning on him to get him to narc on the whole goddamn system. Our media has been bought. Our government, from the state all the way up to the federal government, have been bought and paid for by election laws and people donating and what have you. We just saw craziness take place in some of the European elections. We saw the same craziness that's going on in Ireland. And it's all being hid under the illusion that this is what the people want. Now, we've talked about this before, but this is such an important subject, and it is so infuriating. And once we tell you what it is and how to spot it, you will never be able to unsee it. And we here at Redonkulas, our motto is, if it's wrong or it's ridiculous, it's Redonkulas, and we will put the crosshairs on your ass, and we will call you out. It doesn't matter if you're liberal, conservative, atheist, Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist. We don't fucking care. We will bust your goddamn chops, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing tonight. Bring it in, Battledorf. All right.
We don't discriminate. We prefer to do things in single servings, like on an airplane. Everybody gets fucked with, even if you're not in the regiment. So here's the dealio, coolio. In case you haven't noticed, which I'm sure you have, exactly what Pop has just been talking about is going on. And it's going on here in the United States, more on a county and state level, because the United States is, 50 states. And it's hard to take over the whole country. It's a lot easier to take over a country like Ireland, which has been done, or Hungary, which happened a couple of nights ago. We're going to go through a lot of the metadata about how that shit happens and some of the results, what's come of that. I want to preface this by saying whenever we do these shows, this is just to inform everybody, to get the information out there, to let you do the research. That's why we provide all the links and everything, and we aren't touchy about people rebroadcasting our videos. Okay, I'm not trying to be an expert on all of the subjects, but I know enough to be able to get the material and get it out to you so that you can look into it and share it with people who are stupid and don't know what they're talking about.
Or they're in the cult, and they don't want to know the truth.
Or they don't want to know the truth. The thing is, the truth was known as far back as 1920 by Winston Churchill, until he ended up getting bought out by the bankers in World War II. We won't go into that right now, though. But William Churchill knew about Bolsheviks.
Drink.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This is his speech. This is his speech from the Cannon Street Hotel on the 4th of November, 1920. Bolshevism and Imperial Sedition. Now, this is a lengthy speech. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you unless I can do it in a perfect Winston Churchill voice, which I can't.
We cannot do that.
But I will give you the highlights here. He starts with, I am accustomed at the present time to judge world events and world tendencies from the point of view of whether they are Bolshevist or anti-Bolshevist. 1920, he saw this coming, 100 years ago. And I saw in the vote of the American nation in the presidential election a great repulsion by both great parties in the United States of the doctrine of worldwide revolution as preached and practiced by Lenin and Trotsky. 40 years later, that would all go to shit. We did an episode on that, Origins of the Deep State. Yep. Not that we've done episodes on any of this, not that this is one big fucking I told you so, but we told you so.
Well, we'll tell you that. Listen, man, we told you so. Fuck off.
So in 1920, Churchill is saying that the Bolsheviks have been trying to get into the United States, and in 1920, we rejected them. 20 years later, totally different story. Shit goes bad. Now, here's the important part of Churchill's speech. Again, this is at America's National Churchill Museum. The links will be in the Meet Gazer box. You can see all of that stuff. If you want them, ask. Happy to send them to you. It is quite true that the doctrines which have been given credit among those violent circles boldly affirm that there is no need to obtain majorities. Now, go back, listen to that real quick. Churchill knew about the Bolsheviks. You've got your academic Marxists. They don't like to do any work. They just want people to give them stuff, which is all of academia today. Everything should be free. Healthcare should be free. Education should be free. They want it from other people's money. They don't have to do the work, which is pure Karl Marx.
Well, listen, first of all, you don't have the right to someone's labor for free. That's slavery.
Yes.
So, I mean, come on. That's ridiculous.
And then you have your academic communists. Now, rather than just wanting stuff for free, they think the government should give everybody everything for free. Never bothering to think about where the government might be getting that from or how the government acquires the money to pay for all of those things, because everything has to be paid for one way or another.
Correct me. What does the government produce?
Nothing.
No, that's right. Fucking nothing.
Nothing.
And listen, this pattern has played out.
Yes.
And when communism took over in Russia to start with, whole areas of that country starved to death because they took the resources, sent them somewhere else.
The first thing they did was remove the farmers from the land, send them to gulags, and then take the people from the cities and put them on the farms so that the people from the cities could have the benefit of what the farmers had been producing all of that time. The people from the cities got to the farms and didn't know how to farm because farming is hard.
Like Zimbabwe, South Africa, Rhodesia.
Which is what Zimbabwe,
Yeah. I mean, come on. This is just insane.
Yes, it is. So that's academic communism. It's when they graduate from everybody should give me free shit to the government should give me free shit. From academic Marxism, which is pure Marxism, to academic communism. And then you get the little bastards that start to go out into the street. The first generation of that is Antifa. Those were predominant in Germany before somebody pissed off an Austrian painter and everything went sideways.
Correct.
Okay, that's Antifa. And they're violent, but they're still college students. Now you get a guy like Lev Bronstein, a.k.a. Leon Trotsky.
Mr. Ice Pick?
Mr. Got Ice Picked in Mexico. Wonder if you're going to squeeze a lime with that. I would have squeezed a lime after I'd stabbed him with the ice pick. I'd put a lime on the end of it or something. Anyway, Trotsky was all about actual violence.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing. The minute you want power and you really don't care how you get it, that is a recipe for violence.
Yes.
And listen, they want to control all these people because there's a new way. It's going to be a new utopia. And anyone who gets in the way is going to go to a camp, get hung, or what have you, starve to death.
It goes very quickly from why don't you like my ideas to by any means necessary.
Correct.
And it means that they're going to step on or over your body to get what they want.
Correct.
Which is Bolshevism, which is why I am so vehemently against Bolshevism. Some of you out there, if you are doing shots of whiskey, I advise that you switch to something a little lighter because I'm probably going to say the word Bolshevik a few more times tonight.
Yep. Bear with me. I have craziness going on with my other computer here. We're going to restart in 5 minutes. I'm like, the hell you are.
Please don't do that right now. Churchill, anyway, in his speech, notes this. He knows that the Bolsheviks are dangerous. The responsible leaders of trade unions have very great difficulty in standing up to these hotheads, meaning the Bolsheviks. We must make all allowance for this difficult position in which leaders of the labor movement are placed in these circumstances. But at the same time, when assertions are made which deserve to be criticized, I do not see why they should not be criticized, even if they are made by labor leaders. Mr. J.H. Thomas, a man who played a very good part on many occasions and not quite so good a part on others, but still a responsible, reputable leader of British labor, which at the time was actually of the labor forces, the factory workers, etc., at that time in 1920. It's different today. Thought it right to say when the council's actions were set up, we regard them as a definite challenge to the constitution of the country. He's speaking, of course, of the Bolsheviks. here's the important part, and here's where we are today. And I've talked about this several times. It is quite true that the doctrines which have been given credit among those violent circles boldly affirm that there is no need to obtain the majorities. They know they don't need the majority. Revolutions are usually 3 to 7%. That's it.
Correct.
They want to have the power to rule, whether they have the majority or not, whether the people wish it or not. Now you've graduated to hardcore communism, which is Bolshevism. Violence is all over the place. As Lenin put it the other day, remember this is 1920, 15% ought to be enough to dominate Great Britain, provided they are all ardent communists. All the other 85% have got to be disenfranchised somehow or other in order that this 15% of communists may be able to confer their blessings upon mankind. And yes, it actually says that in the speech.
Hang on. Let's compare that to what's going on today.
Yep.
You have a whole bunch of people in the middle who are disenfranchised.
Yes.
And then you have a hardcore minority that, I mean, they burn down cities under different titles, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, what have you.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And
that's happening here in the United States right now.
And,
we got pushed around over a book about cutting your penis off.
Yeah.
And we let ourselves get pushed around over that. I'm still mad about that. That was 2 years ago. I'm still mad.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to be mad over this shit till the day I get called home. So, I mean, listen, I love this country.
Yep.
I have gone to great lengths to protect this country. I have sacrificed untold amount of blood, sweat, and tears, and I would dare say my immortal soul. And I still serve this country now.
Same.
All right.
We don't have to be doing this. We could be just doing the saving of the lives part and ignoring all of this stuff. We don't have to be doing this. But we need it for this helps as well.
Yeah.
Because if you don't understand the world you're in, it causes the depression, and it causes the unaliving, and it causes the poor permanent choice.
And you know what cuts through the propaganda and the cult mentality and the so-called evidence they use to support it? Truth.
Yes.
You cannot defeat the truth.
Yeah.
Period.
Now, who out there knows who Alexander Solzhenitsyn is?
I have no idea who that is, but that's I probably can't spell that word.
That's okay. He is a Russian defector who came to the United States.
Oh, yes.
And just started spelling it the fuck out for us. Yep. So this is the spelling it the fuck out portion of the show. Please give me your attention for the next 2 minutes.
A decline in courage may be the most striking feature which an outside observer notices in the West in our days. The Western world has lost its
Can you
civil
stop it real
courage,
quick?
both as a whole and separately in each country.
Decline of courage.
That's
toxic masculinity.
It's
We have people getting pushed into train tracks, people getting murdered on the street, sexually assaulted. I'm not going to use
a woman in Atlanta was stabbed in the face 6 times, sexually assaulted, and then shot today.
Yeah, and then people get beat to death by these illegal, and nobody's doing shit about it because nobody wants to be the toxic man who says, "Fuck this, we need to do something about this. This is out of control."
Nobody wants to be first in line.
Yeah.
So
it's got to happen. Listen, and that's why they come after guys like me, because I am all about, yes, be a man.
Yeah.
This is how you do it. And I go through the steps. All of the tools, everything you need to unfuck yourself and the balloon knot that is your mind is in my videos I've made over the past 20 years. Yeah. And the power to wield those tools are in my fucking book, The Warrior's Way and The Soldier's Soul. It's on Amazon. And
true story. I know I edited that.
Yeah, those are the tools that I'm leaving behind for everyone.
On the Warrior's Way and The Soldier's Soul. Yeah. Hey, Pop, what did you mean when you said?
Yeah. I got like 2 of those calls a day for 3 or 4 weeks.
How about 3 or 4? What does this mean? Yeah. Depopping a book is an experience. He's gotten much better as a writer, though. The most recent Jericho Files was actually, I only had to call him like once or twice, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Solzhenitsyn. Keep listening to this because this is exactly what's happening. You should be recognizing everything he says.
Each government, each political party, and of course in the United Nations. Such a decline in courage is particularly noticeable among the ruling groups and the intellectual elite, causing an impression of loss of courage by the entire society. Of course, there are many courageous individuals, but they have no determining influence on public life.
Right there. I want to stop it right there. I want to point out that I'm not calling everybody out there a coward. We know that there are people out there who, if I had the opportunity to do something, I am reasonably certain that I would act in some way. Pretty sure you're the same. Like if you saw a guy jumping a female in the street.
Mm-hmm.
Just as an example, I'm sure there's plenty of you guys out there listening right now. Same thing. We're not talking about the individuals. We're talking about the moral courage of the culture as a whole is what he's talking about here.
I mean, you and I are doing that right now, saving all these lives.
Yes. Yep. And showing people this stuff to begin with.
Yeah.
Political and intellectual bureaucrats show depression, passivity, and perplexity in their actions and in their statements, and even more so in theoretical reflections to explain how realistic, reasonable, as well as intellectually and even morally warranted it is to base state policies on weakness and cowardice.
Right there, stop.
Yep.
Every state in the union right now has turned self-defense or any desire to defend the state or the nation from the obvious invasion that came through our border a couple of years back, has turned it either into a crime or they shame the living shit out of you every opportunity they get. And they teach your children in school the same thing. So this is deliberate. And Solzhenitsyn is saying this in 1978. This is 50 years ago.
Yeah.
50 fucking years ago.
Yeah, and let's be honest, okay? This is probably played out over and over throughout all of human history in just various forms. Okay, like for instance, when Spain got taken over by the Moors, they were dominated for what, two and a half centuries? And finally, the Spanish said, this is fucking crazy, and drove them the fuck out. I don't want to wait 2 centuries once, some shit goes down. We can easily stop this right now.
Yep.
We can take back our country.
Spain just did it again.
Yeah.
Spain, there's like 40 seconds left here.
All right. Sorry. I keep it.
No, that's okay. That's okay. With this show, I'm not trying to get out a ton of information here. I'm trying to get out critical points.
And decline in courage is ironically emphasized by occasional explosions of anger and inflexibility on the part of the same bureaucrats when dealing with weak governments and weak countries not supported by anyone, or with currents which cannot offer any resistance. But they get tongue-tied and paralyzed when they deal with powerful governments and threatening forces, with aggressors and international terrorists.
There you go.
Should one point out that from ancient times, decline in courage has been considered the beginning of the end.
Roman Empire, anyone, baby.
Boom.
I will stop it right there.
Like I said, this is played out multiple times throughout all of history.
Declining courage.
Mm-hmm. And listen, like, if you're a man, when you're a boy, right, and you don't like go along with the female agenda, they put you on pills because you're ADHD or whatever the fuck label they use at the particular time.
Oh, that was deliberate. I got a whole show that I'm working on for that too.
Yeah. Well, I'm noticing these patterns. Okay, listen, I'm not an idiot. I mean, granted, I have brain damage from getting blown up.
We're trained to see patterns, though. That's literally the core of our. You do patterns and pointy things and shooty things, and I did patterns and lots.
Yeah, like if you're gonna hunt human beings, you need to know human nature, and you need to know the patterns that they're using. And I was an expert at that. So, yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
So where are we right now? We are 20 minutes into the show. I am going to bring up the fact that somebody known as Pop Terrence One Each managed to make it onto our local news on Monday morning, yesterday, the 13th day of April, 2026, year of our Lord.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna give you the backstory. Okay, I knew about this interview for about two and a half weeks, and I was fully expecting to get the call at the last minute. No, we're not doing it. All right. So I woke up yesterday, raging fucking migraine, and I'm literally laying in bed like I can't go, I can't do this, and I heard Evil Pop from the box in the back of my mind. It's like, get up, Ranger.
You'll be fine.
No, he's like, this is the fight. This is the first round. You need to show up. So I put the eye patch on. When I'm, because the studio was really bright. I already had a migraine headache, and I didn't want to, implode on fucking stage. But I'm going to play it to you. Now, for all of you guys who've donated money throughout the years, this is basically, it's not in vain, and it hasn't gone to waste, because this is actually a good one here. Now, hopefully the sound hasn't been deactivated on this. Let's see, share screen.
It's okay. I have backup if you fuck up.
Okay. Share. And let's see if it plays. All right.
Department of Veterans Affairs, Michigan alone reported 180 deaths by suicide among military veterans across all age groups. And
what'd you say?
Make it big, lower right-hand corner.
Oh, okay, sorry. Boom.
Press play.
Play now.
Both genders. Our brave men and women are facing a crisis and need all the support that they can get. One veteran, you see him right here, he is using the gift of laughter to save lives and raise awareness. We have retired First Sergeant Terrence Pop joining us on the couch to tell us a little bit more about his mission on fighting suicide with comedy. Thank you so much for coming in today, and I got to thank you again so much for your service. You have been through so much, and now your mission is helping others. Tell our viewers all about it.
Well, I run secondclasscitizen.org. It's a nonprofit, 501c3. And I started doing the spoken word comedy videos at the end of 2008. The first one was Purple Heart's Final Beat. And I must have hit a nerve because, that one, we got awards for that one. And before I knew it, I was getting 1 to 5 calls a week from guys in the service who were just getting hammered in divorce courts, or were going through some life, craziness. And that's not even my job. I'm a grunt. I was the most expendable of the expendable. And it just snowballed from there. And I got up to roughly 225 lives saved in 2013. And I was at a party for a friend of mine, and they had a Catholic deacon there who was also a counselor, and he was saying, 8 years he was doing it, 20 people saved from suicide. And I said, well, I'm up to 225. And it was at that moment I realized that I was no longer dealing with the average. I was basically graduated up to spiritual warfare. And this is the ultimate game of death. I mean, when you're trying to talk people back from the edge, it's exceedingly difficult. And in 33 years in the Army, I watched the United States government burn through billions of dollars trying to stop this. They hired an army of shrinks and to no effect. And I'm just one guy with 3 volunteers operating on less than a shoestring budget, and I'm outperforming pound for pound any organization or billion-dollar organization that the U.S. government has at this time.
And it's all through comedy. And Terrence, in my lap here are just hundreds of emails that you printed out, and the lines that say, "You saved my life." And I've been reading through some of these, and it's truly incredible. These people are going through such a rough time, and through your help and through laughter, you saved them. How does that make you feel?
It makes me want to save the next one.
Yeah.
And there's 592 lives saved since the end of 2008.
Wow.
We're reading in our next one this Thursday, and that'll put us at 593. That's 6 short of 600, which is a reinforced battalion of men.
Where can people find your videos?
Redonkulas.com. I'm on YouTube, Rumble. I'm on virtually every video platform out there. And it's one thing for me to tell you the number,
Yeah.
because every time I save somebody, I put a dog tag in the bag. Now, typically, dog tags represent death. You're given 2 when you come in, one on the long chain, one on the short chain. When you get whacked, the one on the short chain goes through the process for graves, registration, and mortuary affairs. But I flipped the script, because when you hear the number 590, that's just a portion of them right there. I could dump the whole thing out, but it would cause pandemonium.
It's beautiful work that you were doing, and please keep it up. And everybody that's watching, if you need help, of course, the help is always available for you, and your life certainly matters. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for your service. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Would love to have you back at any time. Remember, you can call 988. That is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. We will be right back, everybody.
All right.
Guys in the comments.
What?
The guys in the, she wanted to fuck Pop right then and there. You could see her ovaries shaking on camera.
No, man. No, there was nothing like that. Come on.
Yeah, actually, there were quite a few little telltale signs there. She was getting bothered. It's probably been a long time since she's been around an actual man. So.
Well, here's the thing, though. It's like I literally gave her the all of the emails, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, "What's this?" I go, "These are the receipts, and you can keep them and read them at your leisure, because I'm not bullshitting you." And then she starts going through them, and I can hear like, "Oh my god, holy fuck!"
Yeah.
Because I underlined like all of the life saved, and then the critical parts in the email where they actually said, "Hey, you did this, you did that. I'm still alive because you," stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Also, somebody dubbed you Captain Pop Sparrow.
Whatever, that's fine.
That's fine.
I don't care. But like I'm saying, this it was
awesome. It was a great interview. It was perfectly timed. I'm going to point out a theatrical portion there. You were so much physically larger than her that you filled the space, and it really added to the whole presence of the thing. It added to the weight of what you were talking about.
Well, here's another thing. Like,
Perfectly set up.
Obviously, there are forces at work here that are beyond our understanding. I mean, I'm one fucking dude.
Yeah.
I can't even get out of the box I'm in on YouTube. I mean, I'm shadow banned. I've been, banned from doing business from PayPal, debanked. I've had my, 2 or 3 Facebook pages collapsed, banned off Gab, kicked off, Twitter like twice.
It's hard to get kicked off of Gab.
Yeah, they kicked me out. Fuck those guys. Fuck, dude. This is serious business. Yeah. And, I'm in the game for all of the fucking marbles. So when I say yes, every little bit you send in goes a long way. I am not fucking around, bro.
For record, and I've been around Pop the whole time this has been going on. I've been in and out of participating in it, but more so in the last couple of years. This is the first time a mainstream media outlet has allowed him to come on the air and actually talk.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time this has happened. So it's kind of a big deal. But yeah, this is the result of all of the work that we've been doing. And when you guys kick in, it allows us to do stuff like this because we can schedule time and make these things happen. So it's a huge deal. And thank you to every swee and dick out there who pitches in.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And again, every little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
And you're starting to see the results. And listen, if I could just get let off the chain, I could 100x these fucking numbers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The forces of darkness. If I can get off the fucking chain, they are fucked. They truly are.
Yep.
Because listen, that little whisper in the middle of the night that shows up from, like, hey, there's no hope. Why keep going? This is pointless. And yada, yada, yada. And people listen to that shit. And at some point, they make the decision, I'm done. And once a man makes that decision, it's really hard to turn him back. All right. I am trying to be the voice in the other ear that points at him and goes, fuck that guy. Live on. Stand the fight. Live at a motherfucking spite.
Somebody brought up a good point in the chat. Is there an email that they can toss a thank you to that group /studio/producer/ female that was there on stage with you? What do you call her?
Yeah,
she's not a reporter, morning show host.
Yeah, hang on. I have it. I put it in the.
Yeah, some of the guys said they actually would like to send her an email or send that group an email. And
I'll get it to you right now. I'll put it in the chat.
Put it in all the chats.
Stand by. Oh, God. You fucking sorry.
You'll be fine.
I'm on a Mac, so you have to do certain things.
Yeah.
Command C. Okay, let's go over and get in the chat. But yeah, let us know in the comments if you actually like that interview. Hang on. Let me Command V. Her name is it's Harris. Brianne Harris is her name, and I'm putting it in the stuff right now. Boom. So it's on Rumble and YouTube, and I'll put it on.
Okay. Yep. There it is. Yep.
So yeah, send her an email and let her know, hey man, I just saw the interview and everything he says 100% true. He's not bullshitting you. So
cool.
There you go. Make it happen.
Excellent. Good deal. Let's carry on with the night's festivities now that we've got through that. Captain Pop Sparrow.
Hey, look, man. It is what it is.
It is what it is. So, once again, Origins of the Deep State, one of our episodes, we identified the bureaucracy that actually runs this country. Now, everybody calls them the Deep State. Well, these assholes have actually formed what they call the steady state. And when I came at them on Twitter, they actually responded to me and said, oh, no, we're not that at all. We're just here to help. We're just here to help. But then you go to their shit. They're literally called the steady state, and their motto is hold fast. Patriotism, not partisanship. Okay? They've got a website, and you could go to it, and it is all of these FBI, former Chief of Staff, Defense Intelligence Agency, former National Security, former U.S. Ambassador, former Senior Foreign Service. It's all State Department guys.
Yeah, fuck
former
them.
U.S. Ambassador, former Foreign Service Officer, one after another. Former Central Intelligence Chief of Station, Independent Transportation Security Consultant, former U.S. Intelligence Community. It's one after another, and it's so painfully obvious because they're all State Department or three-letter intelligence apparat chicks.
Yep.
And it is lock, stock, and barrel everything we talked about in the Origins of the Deep State episode. One after another. And this is actually a video scrolling through their shit. I'm not going to exhaust you by making you watch the whole thing, but their whole roll call is right there. It's all right there.
Wow.
Matt Younts, I know that guy, former senior geospatial analyst from NGIA. I actually know him.
Oh, wow.
We did shit with NGIA all the time, but when we did when we would do our work with signals intelligence and all that, one of the things that I would always do is go down the hall to the NEMA guys, the map guys, and go in there and say, hey, I need these sheets. I need these map sheets, and give me any recent imagery you have down to X resolution for this list of locations here. And that's how we put our briefings together. And you've probably seen the briefings. It consists of a map sheet and a little legend in the lower right-hand corner, and on the side, it's got a whole list of freaking targets, bullet
points, TTPs, what to look out for. Yeah, I've seen it all.
Yeah, we built that.
Yeah.
I used to do that all the time. But
I've sat in on so many op orders that I'm like, yeah, okay, here we go.
Yeah, I know.
This is a spook mission, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is a spook mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's even more fun to build those, let me tell you.
But yeah, I mean, there's been a couple times where, some missions come down the pipe, and I'm like, okay, well, let me see what's going on. This is a spook mission.
Yeah, here come the maps. Oh, look, satellite close-ups. Okay, they're serious.
Yeah, it's going down.
Okay. So this next one is a woman speaking, and she's going to talk about the deliberate deindustrialization. Those of you who are over the age of 45 will know immediately what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when Pop and I were kids, Detroit was still the automotive capital of the world.
Rust Belt.
The Rust Belt. We had steel mills in Milwaukee, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and a couple of other places. We made all of our own steel. We made everything. Pennsylvania was the textile capital of basically the civilized world.
Yep.
The cotton was still coming out of the fields in the South. That was really a thing. And then all of a sudden, right around 1978 to 1980,
Jimmy Carter.
Yep. All of a sudden, they started taking all of our industry away. And this is how you take a nation apart.
On Saturday, Secretary of State Marco Rubio blew the lid off of a 50-year-old conspiracy. He said that the destruction of the American economy was deliberate.
Deindustrialization was not inevitable. It was a conscious policy choice, a decades-long economic undertaking that stripped our nations of their wealth, of their productive capacity, and of their independence.
He's right. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't market forces. It was a plan written down 50 years ago, and today we're going to give you the receipts. Now, you've seen the reports about the U.S.-European face-off at Munich, how the globalists marched a lineup of failing European leaders and American has-beens and wannabes onto the stage to challenge President Trump. But even the pro-MAGA coverage of Marco Rubio's powerful speech missed the bombshell that the deindustrialization was deliberate.
Okay, I'm only going to go about a minute and a half into this. There's 15 minutes here. But it's important that you hear the beginning of this, and then afterward, if you want the link, you know how it works.
All right. Again, this was a conspiracy theory for decades, but it's absolutely fucking true.
It's obvious that it was done to us.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we couldn't make anything anymore.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Just get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
I've talked about this before too. Our power grid. Not a single key major component of our power grid is manufactured in the United States. They're all made in India and China.
And what about our drugs? That's all made in India and
India,
China.
Israel, and China.
Yeah, and we just had some stuff. The media really didn't cover it in depth, but a lot of the electronics we get from China's got built-in spy shit in it.
Yes. That's correct.
They're not allowing routers to be sold in the United States or made overseas now.
So
because of that.
Let's let her set the stage, and then we will move along.
Move along.
So much to get through, but
now we didn't miss it because we were there in 1977 when the Council on Foreign Relations announced their plan to do it, when they called for, quote, the controlled disintegration of the world economy, unquote. I'm Susan Kokinda, and I was part of the team that exposed that report 50 years ago. So when I heard these words come out of Marco Rubio's mouth, I knew that what we were seeing is the most significant challenge to British imperial policy in modern American history. Now, if this is a fight you want to follow, please hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons so we can stay in touch and we can expand our reach. Here's what I'm going to cover today. First, what Rubio actually said and the panicked reaction from the Europeans who were at the same conference. Second, the 1977 CFR report that laid out the deliberate destruction of sovereign economies, precisely the destruction that Marco Rubio talked about. And third, how Trumponomics is reviving real economic sovereignty. So let's start with what Secretary of State Rubio laid out at Munich.
In this delusion, we embraced a dogmatic vision of free and unfettered trade, even as some nations protected their economies and subsidized their companies to systematically undercut ours, shuttering our plants, resulting in large parts of our societies being deindustrialized, shipping millions of working and middle-class jobs overseas, and handing control of our critical supply chains to both adversaries and rivals.
Right there.
Yep.
High treason on the part of the individuals who did that, because you deliberately sabotaged a nation to the point where it couldn't effectively defend itself without foreign supply chains.
Well, let's just be honest here, okay? Before all of the, the bullshit took place,
Yeah.
all right, there was no fucking way any country would be able to defeat the United States without a nuclear warhead.
Nope.
No fucking way.
No.
Now, in 20 years from now, if we don't unfuck this, we're going
Yes.
to be winding up, we're going to be just like England and France. A neutered has-been that, will never be again because they've been weakened to the point of, they're turned into fucking eunuchs. England used to have the best fleet on the high seas for centuries. And they can't even really build any ships.
I saw an article on this. No, all of the shipbuilding has gone to India, China, and Korea.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Even
Like, what the fuck
Norway
is
used to
wrong
build-
with us?
Norway used to build the best ships in the world, by the way.
Who did?
Norway.
Really? I didn't know
I mean,
that.
the Vikings, they make ships. But no, really, they had the best shipbuilding capabilities. At any rate, I saw an article on the English Navy after World War II. They lost 67% of their fleet, but saw a 78% increase in staff officers who were running the Navy.
Ah.
And that right there tells you everything you need to know. That's stock communism right there. Everybody needs to be promoted. Everybody's got this ridiculous chests full of medals. And
I mean, yeah. Listen,
We've
don't
all
get me started on officers and their worthless horseshit dick-sucking
Yeah.
contests they have.
we did a brief mention of the number of generals in the U.S. Army. We did a military episode. I can't remember what the name of it was, but we mentioned that there's like 17 officers for every, or 17 generals for every corps.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. And so don't even get started on this because I'll just go down the rabbit hole and we'll have
I
to
know.
use. Yeah.
We got rabbit holes all over the place.
Listen, anyone's been watching this show knows exactly how I feel about officers.
Yeah.
And for the most part, they are worthless pieces of shit.
Yeah.
I've literally worked with thousands of them over a 33-year period, and I can name maybe 30 that were good and maybe 10 that were excellent. All the rest were mediocre or incompetent at best.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You were in 3 times as long as I was. I was in for 11. You were in for 33. I know 3 officers that I respect enough that I would work for again. I know exactly 3 officers that if they called me up today, I would say, okay, what are we doing?
Yeah, and the generals you see on the news and talking their shit because they're generals. Okay, they're really good at stabbing people in the back and cutting throats and doing all the politics, but they are not good leaders and they are not good human beings, and they can fuck off.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done. Let's go on to the next one.
Okay, that's nice. Very quickly, Tommy Franks was 2nd Infantry Commander when I was there. He actually, I met him a couple of times for various bullshit. At that time, as a 1-star, he was a pretty good dude. Anyway, moving right along.
Move along.
Let's go to the art of institutional capture. Now we are talking about the European Union. We are talking about the events in Hungary over the last couple of days. But this lays out how they do their institutional capture routine. Strategic alignment between European Union establishment, which is the Bolshevik Party of Russia, and the CISA liability to re-strengthen the CISA party. That looks like a mangled word there. Anyway, that's their big political party in Hungary, effectively bypassing the resistance of the Orban administration. The Brussels establishment does strategic funding control, political and media endorsement. They use tons of fucking NGOs inside the country. Now, in 2022, which was just a couple of years ago in perspective, Biden really, really ramped up aid through USAID to Hungary's NGOs for these programs. So our State Department, our deep state, our steady state, is partially responsible for this activity. Okay, they've got all kinds of anti-Orban optics, regime change, anti-corruption, rule of law reform, systemic continuity, policy alignment, Eurozone adoption, institutional integration. This is all to get LGBT blah, 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 blah rights.
Loose, gay, butt-twerking, queer community.
Thank you.
It's all their own words. They can get mad at me. I don't care. I'm just sick of the bullshit. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, mass immigration, the destruction of Hungarian culture, and the
You got to put the vax in there too.
Are they? Yeah.
I mean, that destroyed morale.
I'm sure that'll be next. And the muttization of European culture. And what I mean by the muttization is the breeding out of whites, period. They make no bones about it. They talk about it. It'd be like, that you're a racist. Fuck you. They talk about it. They talk about wanting to breed whites out of existence all the time.
Correct. Yep. You're not wrong.
So the Hungarian resistance under Orban, the guy who was just removed from office, he was confrontational and remained a sovereign stance in Hungary. But this new guy, Magyar, wants integrationalism and compliance. Funding status. Hungary was blocking the EU from a whole bunch of funding for a whole bunch of bullshit programs. The kind of stuff that we were just talking about.
Yes.
But now that Magyar is in, the first condition was that he let all of that stuff go through. Monetary policy, he wanted sovereignty over his money. You can imagine a country wanting sovereignty over its money. What a crazy idea.
Yeah.
Okay, and Magyar, of course, is going to adopt the euro with a target of 2030. And Orban's institutional goal is national autonomy, and Magyar's is centralized harmonization.
Great.
And this is all done through the European Union's Bolshevik mechanism with its host of NGOs and the United States. The United States isn't using USAID anymore at this point in time, but there are dozens of private organizations. Victoria Nuland, who was like the gadfly of the United States, responsible for the toppling of Ukraine and Zelensky being installed, and a whole bunch of other horrible acts. She should be hanged for a war criminal, has since retired and moved into private organizations.
Yeah, listen. Okay, all right, hang on. All right.
Yeah.
This globalist bullshit is not going to work out. I mean, look at Ireland. They're fucking pissed because of all the bullshit that's going on with immigrants. Same thing in England.
Yeah.
All you really got to do, right? And I know this is really a stretch. If we could get back the media and actually have them tell the truth and enrage the people with the truth, because that's what would happen, this problem would solve itself. Now, would it be bloody? Probably. It really went. It went because Ireland's on the verge of a civil war.
Yes, they are.
And here in America, we're getting close to that as well. The 2-inch rifle range, it's going to kick off. And the only thing that will protect these people when that happens is AI and their ability to, basically weaponize robots against us to try to put us back in our place. That's why I'm against that as well, because I know Skynet is on its way.
Oakland County has already adopted Skynet.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's aggravating.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm glad I'm on the way out, man. I mean, I'm on the 65 and out plan. I got like 7 years and some change. So.
Yeah. The Hungarian elections, this is a critical element because it's the last European country to fall. The Bolsheviks now basically run Europe.
Poland.
I told you, Poland fell a couple of years back.
Yeah, well.
The people are still solid, but their government is trying to drag them into the Bolshevik hell of, I told you this is going to be, don't drink whiskey tonight. This will not end well for you.
Oh, yeah, I can't drink hard shit for a while anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, the next one up I've got here is a female journalist named Taylor Hudak who lives in Budapest. Now, she's an extensively in-depth reporter who's been in that realm, and she is Hungarian herself. She did an analysis of this Magyar fellow She says the Hungarians supposedly voted for Peter Magyar. This is completely immoral, demoralized individual who has literally achieved nothing in his life. Gosh, this doesn't sound like any American politicians we know of at all.
A majority of the American politicians we have done fuck all except graduate.
This is the standard Bolshevik playbook today. They install these compromised people. They install these compromised people to train wreck the country and demoralize the citizens. Okay, he stands for nothing. He has no backbone, and the only thing he is truly known for is that he's the ex-husband of the former Minister of Justice in the Fidesz government. This is who Peter Magyar really is. He's nobody, and yet he's been elected Prime Minister of Hungary. This is honestly unbelievable. Why was he elected, and why the EU supports him, and probably the United States as well? Because he is easy to corrupt. He has many flaws. He has achieved nothing. He stands for nothing. In his campaign, he based himself on the fact that he would collaborate with the EU, and that means open borders, and that means supporting and continuing the war in Ukraine.
If you stand for nothing, you fall for everything.
Yes. And right there, that's it. That's the nation of Hungary gone down the shitter, unless the people do something about it. Now, this goes to the Color Revolution episode we did. And all of the stuff that goes behind that, and Gene Sharp's works. If you haven't watched that, I recommend you watch that, or at least watch Gene Sharp's movie about color revolutions. It's on YouTube. It's like an hour and 20 minutes long or something like that, but it's well worth your while because that's what's happening. And it's happening here in the United States, but it's happening at a county and state level. Oregon's trying to pass laws right now that you can't hunt, you can't fish, you can't grow livestock on your own property. You can't slaughter livestock on your own property. And you can't grow food on your property unless you are a properly licensed farm with big ag, blah, blah, blah. That right there is exactly 1917 Trotskyite bullshit.
Again. Like they're literally doing it again. Oh, my God.
That's happening in Oregon today. Feel free to look that one up. Good times. Good times. Good times. So then this guy helpfully gives us a list of how to overthrow a government in the European Union. Withhold EU funds from it to block your economic growth. Fine it 200 million euros and 1 million euros per day for a border that can also be found in Finland or the Baltic countries. Ban students from the Erasmus program for something that also exists in Estonia and Australia. If charges are brought against the opposition candidate for any reason, vote in the European Parliament to maintain his immunity so he cannot be held accountable. Blockading criminals, big thing. Create an oil blockade during an election period to cause economic difficulties. Provide IT service assistance from abroad to the opposition party, which is the United States specialty. With 3 European intelligence services leak years-old phone conversations before the elections when there's actually nothing new in content but good for spreading sensation. Boost the opposition candidate's reach on Facebook with Meta so that he has many impressions as Donald Trump on his own Facebook page, even though nobody knows who that guy was, Magyar. Spread the false narrative with an intentionally coordinated network that Russian agents are present in stealing the election. Repeat the last step for weeks during the election. And that's how they got Magyar elected in Hungary. They've got a playbook.
Yep.
They have a playbook that works, and it has toppled government after government after government. Gaddafi was toppled. We toppled Saddam Hussein. I'm tempted to go back and look at his policies. Yes, the guy was a bastard. Uday and Qusay did a horrible.
Oh my God! And listen, Hussein.
We don't even want to get into that.
His father and the 2 sons were just fucking demons incarnate. The shit that I've heard, the videos I saw, the evidence. It is fucking atrocious. Fuck those guys. There isn't a penis big enough in hell to fuck those guys. I mean,
while I understand that, we must ask the question, was that really our business?
Oh, well, yeah, you're right. I mean,
to topple that regime. They had it coming. They should have been killed, but their own people should have killed them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I'm not taking anything away from the American service members.
Let's just be honest. The American government has toppled so many governments at this point, since the end of World War II. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, this is another report on Hungary. I'll try to blow through these things here as quickly as possible because we do have a lot to cover, but it's worth the trouble. So for Brussels, it was like shooting fish in a barrel, and very soon the bullets will be real. Hungary, you just sold your soul and your country to the devils in Brussels. Hungary not only fucked themselves, but also fucked all of the West. The emergence of Peter Magyar and the Tisza Party is a textbook case of systematic political realignment, Bolshevism, orchestrated to dismantle entrenched national sovereignty in favor of broader centralized European Union integration, global Bolshevism. While mainstream narratives frame Magyar as grassroots disruptor, the reality is he serves the preferred instrument of the European People's Party, or EPP. European People's Party. Gosh, the People's Party. Gosh, that sounds an awful lot like the Bolsheviks. I told you it's going to be a bad night. I told you it's going to be a rough fucking night.
I can only drink one beer, so let's ration it.
The broader Brussels establishment to neutralize Viktor Orban's defiant stance. The EPP, led by figures like Manfred Weber, had long sought a compliant partner in Budapest to resolve the Hungarian problem. The persistent refusal of the Fidesz government to submit to EU mandates regarding migration, energy, and judicial oversight. In other words, they want the European Union to have judicial oversight over Hungary. Magyar provides the perfect vehicle for this transition because he originates from within the system. Big shock. Look at all the young global leaders in our own government.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
Like David Crenshaw. What do you got?
I think we got bounced off YouTube.
Why would we get bounced off YouTube? Yeah,
I'm getting some. I'm just getting some emails. I'm checking to see if we're bounced off YouTube. Hang on. Oh no, we're on. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Never disregard. All right. Keep going.
Nope. Yeah, I've got the YouTube transition still going. You're here. Central Time still live. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Sorry.
By the way, YouTube is putting. Yeah.
What?
YouTube is putting.
What are they doing?
Stop your feed.
I did. Are you hearing something? Are you?
Yeah, I am hearing. Hang on.
All right.
Oh, I know where it is. I found it.
All right. Sorry, man. But it wouldn't be the first time we're talking about sensitive subjects. We get bounced off YouTube. Okay. What are you going to do?
Wait.
Yeah. What?
We have a glitch. One of us has a YouTube tab open.
I do have YouTube open, but it's not playing.
I have no YouTube tab open, and I am hearing your feed.
Huh. Okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
All right. I'll close the YouTube feed on my side then.
Okay.
All right. Are you getting like an echo or something?
I'm getting a broadcast, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. It's causing me apoplexy.
All right. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. What are you gonna do?
I am still getting the fucking broadcast. It's driving me batshit.
Sorry, man. It's not on my end.
I'm gonna close all of those tabs there. That seems to resolve the issue.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about shoestring budget. Budget.
Problems. We don't have an actual producer in the studio that we don't have. So
well, I mean, I got a studio here in the lair, but I don't have anybody like listening, like unfucking stuff without, in the background.
Right. Exactly. There we go. Financial leverage. The EU withholding billions in structural funds has been the primary political bludgeon used to pressure the Hungarian electorate. Magyar has tactically shifted his stance from condemning these freezes as unfair to framing them as the fault of Orban's government, effectively positioning himself as the only key to unlocking these resources. This is the standard regime change song and dance. This is how they do it all over the place. And we saw exactly this kind of thing over here in Mexico, because let's face it, a Catholic country with an extremely macho culture, including bullfighting and cartel special forces units, probably isn't going to organically elect a Jewish woman.
Yeah, you're right. A
Oh, you're
Caucasian, a
anti-Semitic.
Caucasian Jewish
No, I'm
woman.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're anti-Semitic. No, I'm not. It's a reality. A masculine Catholic culture is not going to organically elect a Jewish woman as their president. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, and that's another thing they've used to try to silence everyone. The minute you say something like, "Oh, you're a white supremacist," or you're anti-Semitic, or you're an Istophobe egotist, like, go fuck yourself. This is so blatantly fucking obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
And the thing is, they do it so much, and they've beaten that drum so hard that what they're doing is setting the stage for another Austrian painter.
Yeah.
This is, you want Adolf because this is how you get Adolf.
That's absolutely correct.
I say it all the time.
Yep.
This is exactly how you get that kind of a leader.
Because everything goes, everything swings like a pendulum. Right now, they're pushing for the globalism. They're doing all this fucked up shit. At some point, people are going to be like, no, this is enough. Then it's going to go the other way, and you're going to get fucking Adolf and all kinds of crazy fucking shit.
Correct.
I just want to stay in the middle. I don't want to go left or right because I know what's going to happen. Yeah. Two-way rifle range, it'll be bad. And men like me, we can't.
I don't want any part of that.
Well, one, a guy like me, I can't say, oh no, I'm not involved. I'll either get whacked or I'll be disappeared. So I'll have to pick a side, and I don't want to.
That's not an A or B choice. That is an A.1. It's an A.1 or B choice. A.1 is you get whacked, yes, but you stack a whole bunch of bodies in the process.
Or I run. I could probably be pretty good at that. I mean, E&E, was one of my specialties. Yeah. Good luck. Once I hit the wood line, fuck all, I am gone.
Lurs.
Yeah, and here's another.
We did that with Lurs.
Rule number 1 of small unit tactics.
Don't be there.
Don't follow the airborne ranger into the fucking woods. Just don't do that. It's not going to work out. All right, keep going.
Oh, you mean as the bad guy, don't follow the airborne ranger into the woods?
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No, yeah. I can attest to that. I do not have that particular skill set, but I have watched it up close as we did our little E&E dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will circle back, and you will walk right into an ambush that you thought you were ambushing them with.
It's called the J-hook, yeah. It's one of our specialties.
Mm-hmm.
All right, keep going.
They will do you right in the butt segs.
Yeah, you're done.
No drink,
yep.
No dinner, nothing. They just do you right in the butt.
You're done.
So the way you know that Hungary was a takedown. The victory of the opposition in Hungary yesterday, like the Polish election in 2023, is a victory for democracy, not just in Europe, but around the world. Most of all, is a testament to the resilience and determination of the Hungarian people and a reminder to us all to keep striving for fairness, equality, and the rule of law. Be Hussein Obama.
Yeah, fuck that. Okay.
This is how you know Hungary was taken, not elected.
Yes. Yeah, this is getting stupid.
Yeah. That's how you know. And in case that wasn't enough, the end of Viktor Orban's autocratic regime is a victory not just for Hungary, but for people who value democracy around the world. Congratulations to CISA, to incoming leader Peter Magyar, and to Hungarians everywhere. H. Rodham, Hillary Clinton.
Uh-huh.
Same message too. Victory for democracy.
And it's another thing. They're hiding They're hiding the takeover behind that word.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, when you're pulling the strings behind the elections, you can say this kind of shit.
Death to democracy. I'm just going to straight out say it. Death to democracy. Long live the republic. Constitutional republic is the way to go. Democracy is 4 wolves and a sheep deciding what's for dinner. Socrates made a really good point about democracy. When everybody is allowed to vote, what's the problem? Everybody is allowed to vote.
Yeah.
If you go to the doctor and you got 10 guys in the room, one of them is an actual doctor and the other 9 are village idiots, who do you want doing the doctoring part?
The actual doctor.
Okay, so why are you going to allow the village idiots to vote? That's
Yeah.
democracy. That's democracy. That's why I harp on these old books. This has all been written down before. It was written down 2,400
Well,
years ago.
these mistakes have already been done. Listen, we are human beings. We're evil, hairless monkeys, and we go in fucking circles because we never fucking learn the lessons. And when we do learn the lesson, we just go enough time, and enough people forget it, and boom, we do the same fucking thing again.
But the reason those books were taken out of our schools, I read them in high school up until sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
We had to read portions of these books, but then they were all removed all of a sudden. Why? Because the lessons are in those books about people like Hillary Clinton and Obama.
Yeah, well, you want to get rid of bravery.
Yes.
You can't have young people having, examples of real fucking sacrifice and bravery.
Do not have them reading the myths of Thor or Hercules.
Yeah.
Or the exploits of Leonidas at the Hot Gates. You can't have them reading shit like that.
Nope.
Mm-mm. And people watched the movie The 300, which is a fun movie to watch. I love to have somebody read me a comic book. That's what The 300 is. But the actual story, go read the actual story of what happened at the Hot Gates.
It's a brutal beatdown.
Dude, holy crap. But did they show their, did they stand their ground?
Yeah. All right. This is not a history lesson. Next one.
Yes, it is kind of, though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I stand corrected.
This witch, this hag, this sorceress, this whatever you want to call her.
Hillary Clinton?
No. Ursula von der Leyen. She is the president of the European Union, and yet another reason that certain genders should not get the vote.
Yep.
Today, Europe is Hungarian. The people of Hungary have spoken. It is a victory for fundamental freedoms. I really want to say to the Hungarian people, you've done it again, like you did it in 1956 when you courageously stood up, like you did it in 1989 when you were the first to cut the barbed wire. So with this...
Does anybody know what she's talking about there? In 1989, Hungary broke free from communism. And now they're back.
Yeah. Well, let's just be honest. Communism collapsed.
No, it didn't. It just moved.
Well, all right. Let's just be honest here.
Okay.
It just got to the point in Russia, the USSR, it could no longer sustain itself from within because of all of the corruption, all of the bullshit. It just...
All the Bolsheviks? What?
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to add to that and tell you what I've told you before when the Berlin Wall came down. The communists did not take their toys and go home and sulk. They moved into Western Europe, and now here we are in the European Union. It's the same motherfuckers with the same doctrine, same attitudes. It's just the next generation of them. It's the same ones, man. They just moved addresses. They moved from Moscow to Brussels.
Yeah.
It's all the exact same patterns. They've just figured out how to talk nicer and wear better suits and eat Belgian chocolate, which is good.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I can't eat that anymore. I will get fat.
Yeah. You will. You get the diabetes.
Yeah. I will turn into a walking bowling pin.
You just saw Ursula, the queen of the EU, the president of the EU, whatever you want to call her. But now Australia has gone full retard as well. And their new commander of the armed forces is this woman here who has never done anything but drive a desk.
Uh-huh.
And she is now running the Australian armed forces, which were respectable. They were good.
Fuck yeah, they were.
They were good. I trained alongside of some of them here and there.
No, I worked with some.
There were
some Aussies in Iraq when I was there, and there were some Brits there as well. So
now everybody knows the British SAS. Well, there's 22 SAS, which is the British. Then there's 23, which is Australia, and I think 25 is New Zealand. 24 or 25 is New Zealand. Rhodesia also used to have an SAS unit, but Australia has now gone down the shitter, and one of their SAS guys, as a matter of fact, is now standing trial for murder crimes that happened in Afghanistan, but they cannot name the individuals who were murdered. They have no proof at all of the murders, but he is standing trial for these murders of people that they are unable to name.
That's awesome.
And it is because of behavior like this. And there goes your heroes. That goes to what we talked about at the beginning with Solzhenitsyn and the courage leaving the country.
Yeah.
You hand it over to matrons like this who should be freaking well into their fourth box of wine and cat number 7.
Yeah.
But no, she's commanding the armed forces of one of the once respectable nations of the Western world.
Yep.
Even
And Australia was disarmed, and they're trying to do that in America too.
Yes, they are.
They want to take away our guns. They're having a real hard time because it's built into our fucking Constitution.
That is correct. One of the other things they're having a hard time with is our decentralization. Whitmer is currently trying to take magazines away from us.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And a bunch of other stuff before she gets out of office.
That's probably not going to work out.
Like one of her goals. But yeah, it's beyond fucking. It's just absolutely beyond fucking infuriating.
Yeah.
So
yes, it is.
What happened in Ireland? Here's the timeline. Everybody thinks this was a rebellion or it had to do with the immigrants. It started out as a fuel tax. Basically, the price of fuel in Ireland doubled, which obviously is problematic. If gas were to go from the $3.80 it is for us right now to $9 a gallon, people would be very upset and have a very hard time surviving at all. And there's one mouse. And there's Jimmy.
He made it.
A problem. His beer is surviving.
He made it.
And I need him after today.
Oh,
right. Keep going. Hey, keep going.
Hang on. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're right in the window, man.
All right.
Ireland has already been taken over. Ireland's government was taken over almost a decade ago. They're now being invaded. And then this fuel tax comes into play. How this went down is basically as follows. Late March, planning and small-scale actions built online via forums and WhatsApp groups among truckers, farmers, and hauliers. Fuel prices surged amid Middle East tensions. Minor convoys and local protests began. April 7th, day one, protests erupt nationwide. Slow-moving convoys of tractors, etc., blocking roads. April 9th, days 2 to 3. April 8th to 9th, days 2 to 3, escalation. Blockades intensified at depots in Galway, Limerick, and Cork. Those are key cities in Ireland. Access restricted to Ireland's only oil refinery at Whitegate in Cork, which is to the south. Parts of Dublin were gridlocked, also to the south. It's in the southeast. Taoiseach Michael Martin calls blockades illogical and a threat to emergency services and national security. Army is placed on standby. They're going to use their army against their own civilians over protests. Some petrol stations begin running dry. This actually happened in the United States back in 1976 during the oil shortage. I remember that. You remember the line?
It was 75 to 77. Yeah.
75 to 77. Yep. April 10th and 11th, peak disruption. Protesters blocked ports, fuel terminals, and more roads. O'Connell Street is heavily occupied in Dublin. Government meets industry bodies. Not direct protesters. Justice Minister warns of forceful response. Gardaí use pepper spray at some sites. Emergency services are affected. Deliveries are fucked.
Yeah.
April 12th, the Gardaí cleared the major blockades, including O'Connell Street, using mounted units and riot police in some areas, and the Whitegate refinery. Protesters largely dispersed. April 13th to 14th, which is up until today. Most blockades were lifted. Roads and fuel supplies began normalizing, though some shortages are cleared. Now the fuel haulers are all scabs, and they're all fucking Indians.
Nice.
They just got rid of Irish drivers and replaced them with Indians for these, so that it would be interrupted. And this is one of the purposes, one of the several purposes of bringing these hordes of immigrants in. And it works in the United States the same way. You can bring somebody in from a county on the other side of the state into this county or into Oakland County or Wayne County, and they will do things that somebody from our county wouldn't do because they live in this county.
Uh-huh.
Now, imagine that effect with somebody from a totally different country and a totally different culture. They're going to do all kinds of shit that a local would never do. And that's why you bring them in.
I'm just wondering when the IRA is going to wake up.
The IRA has been a Marxist organization since 1968.
Okay. But they listen, the IRA was, those guys didn't fuck
Very
around.
The thing is, the Irish have an Irish problem. There's a poet named G.K. Chesterton, who is well worth reading, who said that the great Gaels of Ireland are the men God made mad, for all their wars are merry and all their songs are sad. The Irish love a good fight. So it's just a matter of time before the Irish start swinging. It really is.
Yeah.
Like swinging for real. And there's going to be lead. There's going to be bombs. They were doing this up until the 90s.
Yeah, I know. I remember watching the news. I saw that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Blowing up. They will.
Dude, they were getting guns from America. They were getting all kinds of shit from us.
Yes.
Like a large portion of their explosives were dynamite that were taken from the coal mines in Virginia.
Yeah.
Because they used to store the dynamite in these little shacks made of fucking wood, and they had like barbed wire around them and a pit so nobody would get hurt.
Right.
But they were literally climbing down there, robbing the shit, and it was like disappearing. And then you have all the explosions going off in Ireland and England and shit.
The battle song "My Little Armalite."
Yeah.
Absolutely. Or "The Wind That Shakes the Barley." There's a good Irish song. All their wars are merry and all their songs are sad. Meanwhile, Michael O'Keefe, who is an Irishman who has been reporting on all this, I've been following him and a bunch of others, says, Mother of God, the Irish media minister says he will be asking the Media Commission to examine protest coverage because it was too lopsided in favor of the farmers and truckers. The government sent the military to break up protests, and now they want to clamp down on how the media covers these protests because it made the government look bad. Ireland has gone full totalitarian. Yeah. I said, when this started, I said they're going to clamp down.
And then that's going to be the catalyst for shit to go off.
And as soon as the protesters disperse, they will be knocking on doors at night and taking people in ones and twos. Because it's much easier and much safer for the government to take people in ones and twos than it is to try to fight a pitched battle in the streets. And this is always the way the Bolsheviks operated. That's what the NKVD was famous for. Was coming in.
I said it. Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks. Now drink.
Jimmy, you would have had that fucker on loop tonight, man, because it was all about the B word.
Yep. We were going crazy with that shit.
Yeah. It was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah.
At any rate, the NKVD, Stalin's secret police, that's what they were known for. And Solzhenitsyn, the Russian we watched at the beginning of the show, who was talking about how we've lost our courage, also talked specifically about how if they had been waiting in doorways for these NKVD to show up, it would have been over quickly because they would have run out of agents.
Yep.
The NKVD didn't have that many agents. And if they had just started picking them off whenever they showed up, this would have been over because nobody would have wanted to work for the NKVD after that.
Yep.
If you're guaranteed to get smoked on your, in the middle of what you're doing, people aren't going to do that. They simply aren't. They don't have an interest in just sacrificing themselves like that.
Well, nobody really does.
So the thing with these fuel protests, and this is where Ireland is an agrarian culture, okay? They're a farm culture. They always have been. Ireland's farmers can't afford to work their land. The government sent the army. The people who feed Ireland are being crushed. Migration and suicidal energy diktats from Brussels by a war they didn't vote for. There's Brussels dictating to Ireland. Gosh, that sounds familiar. That sounds like the whole Hungary thing we just talked about.
Yep.
This is what the betrayal of the Irish people looks like. Armored personnel carriers sent to crush the popular will of the people. Diesel is up 30%. Home heating oil has surged almost 70%. Why? Because Ireland's government is being predictably squeezed in a vice along with its EU masters by both the Iran war and the suicidal sanctions on Russian energy. With Simon Harris declaring the last month any return to Russian fuel would be utterly despicable. So Irish farmers pay the price. Irish hauliers, truckers, pay the price. Irish families pay the price. The protests have blockaded 3 of Ireland's main refineries and terminals. Forecourts are running dry. Gas stations. Dublin is at a standstill for the 4th consecutive day. The government's response: deploy the army. Justice Minister Jim O'Callaghan's formally submitted the paperwork, a C-70 request calling in the Defence Forces to forcibly remove farm vehicles. He warned protesters should not complain later about any damage caused. An Irish minister threatening Irish farmers about damage to their own tractors. So much for consent of the governed. This is the same pattern over and over.
And this has been going out through all of history, and it always winds up in bloodshed. It does. Yeah, they might win for a little bit, but it's just going to go off the hook.
This is, and I've read about it, pretty much the same exact pattern. The next pattern is the farmers to be removed from their lands, although I don't know where Ireland will put them, probably the concentration camps that they've been building all over the country.
Oh, great.
And moving people in from the cities to run the farms so that they can have equal access to the food that they won't know how to grow, and we'll have another Irish potato famine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait. It's so fucked up, man.
Yeah. It's just absolutely ridiculous. As of tonight, this is yesterday, the blockades at Whitegate Refinery, Foynes, and Galway remained.
Those are strikers.
Those are strikers in Ireland. We send them a bunch of stuff.
Huh.
Fire and ambulance services have been curtailed. No, they haven't. I actually saw some activity with that. They let the people are not stupid. They're not going to block their own emergency services. So they were letting fire and ambulance through. Not police, just fire and ambulance. Up to 500 gas stations could run dry by the end of the evening. Duffy emerged from being refused entry and said the protesters have been treated like a bunch of criminals and hooligans. Duffy is the de facto head of the protester group. He went to talk to the government. His words: "We are not criminals. We are Irish farmers and contractors and people in the transport industry." Gowan told RTE today, "This is a revolution. The Taoiseach is not in control." The Taoiseach is the Irish government representatives. The people of Ireland in control. You can send the army, you can bar the doors, but the men who built this republic with their bare hands never asked permission, and neither will their grandchildren. And there it is for the Irish. They're not going to ask permission, and they're being pushed.
Yeah. Listen, I'm familiar with the strikers, and they're really not that tough of a vehicle. You can defeat them. It can be done.
It's just a big ATV.
Yeah.
With armor. I mean, it can take light arms fire. It can take like small light arms fire.
Yeah. I mean, there's ways.
Nothing over a 7.62.
Yeah. There's techniques. I'm not going to say them on the air, but
that's fine. That's fine. It's also a wheeled vehicle as opposed to a tracked vehicle, which makes it a little easier to stop.
Yeah. Well, track vehicles you can get to. And to a certain extent, they're easier. I mean, if you track a tank, it's a mobility kill.
Okay.
It can be done. I know all that shit. I mean, that was my fucking profession. Okay.
No, I'm just the guy who went, "Hey, Pop, go here. There's a guy over here that you guys are looking for," and then you would go do the thing. So, yeah, that's actually how that worked. I don't have any illusions of being able to do all of that shit. There's a couple of things that I know how to do.
Here's another thing that Ireland has going for it. It's a fucking island. So if the UK it's going to be hard for them to fucking keep that supply line going.
There's only so many places you can land.
Yeah.
This has always been the problem with fucking with Ireland. Now, here's the thing. Okay. The military-grade CIA operations once used to topple governments around the world are now being used on American soil. We are circling back to the United States. Here is Dr. Maria Stephan, CIA regime change veteran who trains rioters, including Antifa and BLM, on the fake news media outlet, which operates at the behest of the CIA. What is happening right now in Minneapolis isn't just a protest. These are the ICE protests, okay? We're going to circle back to that real quick. A couple of months back. It is a military-grade regime change operation right here in the United States. It starts with Dr. Maria Stephan, the CIA regime change veteran who probably trained every single rioter in the Minneapolis streets. In other words, it started in 2008 under Obama, followed by the attempted overthrow in 2016, the overthrow in 2020. By the way, all sorts of stuff is coming out about that of late. And in 2024 in Minneapolis as part of a seditious conspiracy to overthrow the U.S. government using NGOs, the National Endowment for Democracy, USAID, and the Institute for Peace. Let's have a little bit of a listen here. We don't have to listen to the entire thing.
What is happening right now in Minneapolis isn't just a protest. It is a military-grade regime change operation right here in the United States. It starts with Dr. Maria Stephan, the CIA regime change veteran who probably trained every single rioter on the Minneapolis
We get an
streets.
episode.
Here she is on the Colbert Show talking about the frog costumes everyone saw in Portland and now in Minnesota.
This is a psyop.
I love some of the things that I've
This
seen
is how a
this past
psyop
year,
works.
like all the frog costumes in Portland.
So the frog costumes, like it has lit people on fire. Young people are inspired. It's a way for people to show up, to get involved. And
Also, people don't look like a threat.
No.
When they're in
That dude
inflatable
needs to
frog
get
costume.
go as
It
well.
really
Stephen
drives home the
Colbert,
whole
he's a
thing, like,
fucking
they've
piece of
got
shit.
guns, I've got a little fan on my butt.
Exactly. Yeah.
While the media claims these are organic revolts against President Trump, the evidence in this video will prove otherwise. We are witnessing a textbook color revolution directed by the exact same regime change veterans the CIA used overseas,
What did
like
we say?
Dr. Maria Stephan.
What did we say?
And in this video, I'm
Yeah.
going to show you the names, the files, and exactly who is pulling the strings. Winning this battle requires seeing the full map. We need to look past the foot soldiers on the street and identify the captains and lieutenants, the people trained in regime change operations under Barack Obama and Joe Biden. And we need to open the files of the National Endowment for Democracy, USAID, and the U.S. Institute for Peace if we're going to solve this.
What did I say?
Yep.
We told you so. Everything she's saying here, you've heard come out of our mouths.
Yeah.
Not in this amount of detail, but everything she's saying, you've heard off of this show, and you heard it months, if not a year or more ago.
I'm Barbara Boyd. I've followed the NED and its offshoots ever since Ronald Reagan first called for a, quote, global infrastructure of democracy in his 1982 speech to the British Parliament, a speech that laid the groundwork for the very apparatus now turned inward against us. Today, I'll break down Mike Benz's new report on how these tactics are driving the chaos in Minneapolis as part of a seditious conspiracy to overthrow President Trump. Then I'm going to expose the NED's role in color revolutions. Then finally, I'm going to tell you how we defeat it. But before we dig in, please like and share this video. It's the only way to break through the algorithm. In her Monday update on this channel, Susan Kokinda pointed to USAID veteran and Minneapolis Emergency Service Director Rachel Sayer as representative of the former U.S. and British-sponsored color revolutionists deployed now against President Trump. As a reminder, here is Sayer's admitted background and seditious rhetoric from last Saturday.
My background is an international humanitarian response in conflict zones. In Yemen,
Color
Haiti,
revolutions.
Syria, Iraq,
Oh,
and
look at
Ukraine.
that.
What I've seen here is what I've seen there.
A gunch.
Powerful entity violently and intentionally terrorizing people.
And yesterday,
It's the same playbook.
Yeah.
It's Gene Sharp's color revolution, and it's here in the United States. And like I said earlier, it's directed at our counties, it's directed at our cities, it's directed at our states. It's the same playbook. It's a color revolution, and it's here in the United States.
Correct.
We need to find our spines. We need to stand up, and we need to say, that's enough of this. And now I have to beat your ass. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, it's
You've left me no choice.
It's going to come to that, unfortunately.
The ass beatings are inevitable, as are the super chats.
All right.
That's right, baby. You know what time it is. It's super chat time. Time to get super funky.
This is so depressing. We have to have like a more upbeat one next Tuesday.
I know. I brought it back to the U.S. to wrap things up, and I'm hearing myself talking, and I'm going, "This is miserable, dude."
Yeah. But it's true. I mean,
it's so frustrating and so angering.
It is, but it's the truth.
Look, we've got a week before the next show. If you have an upbeat idea for something that will also impart practical knowledge, which is what we try to do on Tuesday nights.
Okay. I'll think
like
of something.
I'll think.
No guarantees, but
you know what? They're broke thinking meat, dude. There are also people in the audience who can give us.
Why don't we do a show on prepping and how to source stuff and stuff like that?
We could do that.
I mean,
that'd be good.
We could do that. I've got my ruck loaded for.
No, I'm talking about like let's see, food preservation, water.
I do all of that as well.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. We'll talk about it. But
I only brought up the ruck thing because in the fall I prep my ruck for winter.
Yeah.
And in the spring I prep my ruck for warmer weather.
Yeah, but you actually walked around. Like since I retired, I really don't do anything. I don't ruck at all. I'll speed walk.
I've been doing 6 to 8 mile rucks.
That's it. And I hit the heavy bag.
I need to go back and do that again.
I need to do because you're getting fat.
I am fat.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm not fat. I'm gravitationally centered.
Bald head, pink face, fatty. Sorry. That had to be said.
The pink face and the blue beard are just a real aspect of who I am. I have nothing to do. I can't help that part.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
Carry on.
How's your eyeball feeling there, Popster, after all that?
I had a migraine headache, man. And I couldn't call it off, so you had to go.
See, we were giving you some shit in the comments on Twitter there.
It's all good. I don't care.
I said, don't say the joke, don't say the joke, don't say the joke. Yeah, Pop went to the glory hole and he tried to take the side.
That's fucked up. All right.
I know. All right. Over on the YouTube side of things, where we got 403 concurrent viewers and 288 likes. Not bad, not bad. First one is from GL Prime, and he gets one of these because it's our first $50.
Thanks for keeping the ship afloat. It's much appreciated. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This one isn't a super chat, but I'm going to call it out anyway because it's fucking funny as shit. Rusty Shackelford just called me a POC.
Oh, okay.
A person of calories. Fuck you, man.
Oh, God. First of all, email me that because that's going in the book. I don't have my folder. We just redid the setting over here. We got a new table.
That's funny as fuck.
Everybody gets fucked with.
Yeah, it's all good. That was a solid burn.
Solid burn, man.
And GL Prime is asking, question for Pop and Dwarf. During your stint, did you either of you work with a William F. Brown from 3rd Battalion, 20th SFG? He would have been a major or colonel at the time. Thanks for all you're doing.
No. I did get a call from a green beanie doctor guy who's lieutenant colonel, and he's going through some custody issues, and I helped him out with some administrative violence, information.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice. Yeah, the only reserve group guy I worked for was General Denny Klein. He was the head of 8th Army Civil Affairs.
Yeah, I was 12th group from 91 to 95 and 20th from 2005 to 2007.
There you go. And this is an interesting name. It is 1439315. Thank you, YouTube, for changing to the channel names. Change it back, you assholes. He's dropping $10 and says, first aid class, first aid kit, know where the doctor, nurse, medic live in your neighborhood. Do not get hurt in the first place. Medic! Hit your goals, men, because half of the year is gone. July 1st, laugh every day.
Yep.
Hey, make sure you have backups. Make sure you replace your expendables every 6 months to a year. Things that can go bad.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure of anything. Make sure your medical shit is squared away.
That's one thing I need to get on. Let's see. Moving on, we got El Snows here with 2. Says Royal Navy has more admirals than working ships.
Yes.
It's so dumb.
That's
I see you saw the same article.
That's bad.
Yep.
Let's see. Mazel Tov here says men 16 to 35 leave the urban centers if you can. Yep. H Dizzle Network. What's up, buddy? I know him on Twitter. Good guy. Drop a 5 says, glad to see your eyes okay, Pop. Next time don't look in the glory hole.
You bastards.
Yeah, we got Carl Crump here. Drop a 2 says, God save Ireland.
Yeah. I have family there, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one gamer YouTube that I watch. His group is funnier and shit. And during the whole January 6th and whatnot, he says, what's going on in America? Oh, the Americans are just being silly. I wanted to comment on, tip him like, $5, say, dude, you remember the troubles in Ireland?
Okay.
They're coming here.
Yeah.
And it's going to get bad. Still a good dude, funny, all that good stuff. Let's see, jumping over to the Rumble side of things. And for those that were looking at the website, I got the website all up and everything. So links are all there for the sources and all that, because I fucked up and I forgot to do that this morning.
If there is a source that showed up tonight that did not get to the links, I did add some after the fact. So just email Redonkulas and I will send them.
Yep. I got 356 over on Rumble, 137 likes. Come on, guys. You bet.
Get on it.
Get on it. First one says from Mando says Jimbo or Dwarf, check the war Hobbit or main email for a short story about a paragraph titled A Short Tale from the OR. Pop, get your bucket.
All right, hang on. Let's not read that one right. I don't want to hear that, man.
Well, tough shit.
Uh-huh.
Regiment leaders. As you guys know, I started my Army career as a medic, specifically for active duty as an OR tech. In that time, most surgeries were straightforward and simple. However, I had a few that stuck with me. In that vein, here is one that you guys may enjoy. It's called The Tale of the Umbilical Cheesiotomy.
Mm-hmm.
We had a scheduled surgery for an attractive young lady to do an umbilical hernia repair. This is normally a straightforward procedure. This is open and shut in about 45 minutes at the time I was a tech. Well, the nurse gets the woman prepped. X-rays are all on the wall, and we have verified everything. Open the site and normal. No hernia. Well, everyone is flipping the fuck out, thinking we got the wrong patient. The doc practically recloses the site and calls for a portable X-ray. As we are waiting and discussing the situation, the doc notices a bit of white stuff, the consistency of feta cheese coming from the patient's umbilical region.
That's horrible.
The nurse noted unusual buildup from the umbilicus, or the belly button, during prep. The doc takes a small abdominal retractor, think a flattened tablespoon, and gently scoops the umbilicus during the prep material out. And places it in a metal sample basin. We spent the next 10 minutes scraping what was essentially cottage cheese from this woman's belly.
God damn it.
I break scrub for lunch as the x-rays get there. Spoiler alert, no hernia. The mass that looked like a hernia was 6 months worth of pus and the consistency and color of the same cheese you add to a typical lasagna.
Why you gotta say that? Fucking ruin it, man. You fuck. All right. God damn it.
It just so happened that was my lunch that day. When I send in that nasty bit of video that was 4 or 5 when you're losing your lunch, Pop, just remember I was potentially the first surgical umbilical cheese extraction on medical record. Have a nice day.
It's fucking horrible, man. Look, we can't read that many stories on the air unless we're doing a show on this.
I remember Mando telling me that story, and good God.
Go fuck yourself, man.
The reason Pop doesn't want that story right on the air right now is because
it's fucking nasty.
Zinc feta.
Stop! Stop it!
All right, moving on. Lecoq dropping $1 says, "Oops, I did it again."
Okay.
Yep. Ducati drop a 20. He says, I'm glad you mentioned spiritual warfare because this is exactly what it is. I'm proud to be a part of this. Thank you, good sir.
It is, in fact.
Mando again says, Pop, you are one dude, but you have drawn together a battalion of live saves, plus potentially another battalion of viewers who spread your messages. You are the Nexus. Keep it up.
I'm trying, man, but it's not cheap.
Spreading the message like umbilical feta.
Now stop!
Oh, God.
God damn it. Are we going to do callbacks on this shit, you bastards?
Oh, God. I gotta wash the lump of vomit in my throat now. God,
that's fucking horrible.
Sick bastard. All right, we got batches dropping 5. Getting past these walls that have hastened the progress. That is the ultimate goal. Grants, scholarships, donations, working all together to save one more at a time.
More at a time, baby.
Yep. Tomahawk drop a 5. Woo-hoo, you go, Pirate Pop, making the ladies weak in the knees.
Listen, man, those days are over for the popster.
No, dude, she was fucking into you. That's probably the first time she's had an actual man in front of her in like years.
She was like, "Oh yeah."
No, come on, man. That was not the vibe at all.
No, I understand, but carry on.
She's friendly.
She was moist.
Stop. All right, moving on.
All right, Tantalum 180 will drop a 5 says our brother 10 Salvin leans on me to keep his message alive for the divorce. Help if you can, brothers. The Give Send Go is in the Rumble link.
All right.
G-Man says part 1 of 2, the Scout. All right, I'll keep an eye on part 2 here. Mando coming back says the British Navy has a staph infection. Can we visit Bolsheviksville for a quick chuckle? I think we can do that.
In Bolsheviksville, where the sun shines bright, live Dwarf and Nance, what a charming sight. With Sandy the maid and Pop dropping by, and Hillary's antics that'll make you sigh. Oh, Dwarf and Nance, they've got it made, with laughter, love, and a living made. From morning toast to an evening dance, it's always a hoot with Dwarf and Nance.
All right.
And Billy Von Baum did email me a few extra things that my laptop was being all fucky with me last week.
I think I saw one of those today. A bunch of commercials. It was pretty good.
Yep, you put on the commercial one. We'll save that one for a different time, but I have other ones.
Okay.
Let's see. G-Man dropping 20 years. Part 2 says the shield wall, $21 to hold off 21 guns. Keep training us how to firemen carry brothers and the rare sister off the field and back into the living.
Hurrah.
Fuck yeah.
That's what we're here for, man. Tomahawks drop a 5 says, I no longer trust elections whatsoever.
Nope.
No. Me either.
Yeah. Listen, they need to go back to paper.
Yeah.
They really do.
Did you happen to see what the governor of Virginia signed into law today?
No.
Oh, I don't even want to hear this, do I?
They are completely ignoring the Electoral College, and their electoral votes will go to the popular vote.
Oh, yeah. That is a problem. It is now up to something like 37 states are doing that, including Michigan.
Great.
Yeah, they're ignoring the Electoral College, which is it's actually treason.
Yes.
Because the country is a constitutional republic. They do not have the right power ability to do that. It's
Well, I can say this because Nebraska and Maine are the only 2 states in this union that split their electoral votes because of the state constitution, which is fucking retarded.
Let's keep going, man.
Moving on. Steadfast drop 1 says, damn it, Dwarf, I can't keep my cup filled quick enough for enough Bolsheviks.
I told you. I told you at the beginning of the show it was going to be bad.
Good thing I wasn't here. No full Walt Disney tonight.
You would have gone full. You would have gone full 1938 Steamboat Willie.
You'd have turned inside out, bro.
Oh boy. Says I may be drunk because of you, and I'm a Scot. Damn it!
There you go. My work here is done.
There you go. Tomahawk coming back with 5 says, so it looks like I'm going to have to kill Bob the Rooster. I got some new hens, and he's been beating the shit out of them. Can you play Dwarf getting arrested for killing Paul to cheer me up? Well, you know what? Let me see.
Do we have a new Billy?
Uh-oh.
We do, and you know what? I think it's actually pretty fitting because we had the popster do his own. He's rapping Catland.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Dwarf has dropped his first single.
Boots on the pavement, 2025 the stage. Red banners in the alley, but the Wi-Fi's engaged. New comrades in hoodies, code in their fists, breaking down the oligarchs with an algorithm twist. This ain't your granddad's revolution, this is broadband blitz. Modern day Bolsheviks, we flip that.
All right.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Next one.
Just smile and wave, smile and wave. All right, next one here comes from New Vegas Badger. He's dropping 50 on us, so he gets one of these. Hey, man, thanks for the beer fund.
Thanks for getting me some beers. Delicious.
Thank you very much.
Says there are 4 kind of lefties. Male education utopias, stone cold killers, window dressings, and crazies, and cannon fodder.
Mm. Yeah.
Maybe I will do like I forget what the word is where you study animals and talk about all the different species of leftists. That might be an interesting
episode. Zoologist.
Zoology.
Yeah, the zoology of the leftist. And we can break up the nature show host voices.
Oh, God, that'd be good.
Yeah. Get all Marlon Perkins up in this motherfucker.
There you go.
Yeah.
68 Barracuda says, no Belgian chocolates for you, Zach. Nor do you get any fine Cubans, cigars, or wienens, or cigars, unless you submit to Big Mike. Yikes.
Yeah, it's not going to work out.
Yeah. International House of Whoop-Ass says, we need to leave NATO, pull all of our troops out of them, and let them have the Third World War. We need to kick out all of the Chinese, Muslims, and Jews, dual citizenship politicians, and restart our manufacturing plants.
That would be good to an extent, yes.
It'd be a good start.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say anything. Let's move on.
Moving on. Barracuda again says he's commenting to O'Shelvin. Says, yeah, I had a school board tonight, second Tuesday of the month. Beetle Dwarf, Bolsheviks, Bolsheviks, Bolsheviks. Another reference to our democracy in the damn meeting. I kept my mouth shut.
See, you don't keep your mouth shut. You need to speak up. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, we are a constitutional.
One of the main reasons that they have so much power is so many people have sat on their fucking hands for so long. Yes. Say something, God damn it. Yes. Jesus. All right, move on.
You are a white man. Speak up, because we have been silenced for too long. But who hasn't been silenced is Beetle Dwarf.
Bolsheviks.
No, don't say it.
Bolsheviks.
No, please stop.
Bolsheviks.
It's showtime. Bolsheviks, baby. Everyone drink.
All right.
We have not seen that one in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since someone has summoned the Beetle Dwarf.
Yeah.
68 Barracuda again says, you want oil shortage? Give California 6 months. Valero and Phillips to shut down 2 refineries. The entire West Coast is an island. It will be bad.
They're fucked. Yeah. They are royally fucked, yeah. And they deserve it. They really do.
Yep. What were those numbers, Pop's ESP tickles on this?
3638.
There you go. G-Man says, good intro, Jimmy. You've just finished your shift, but I got to be in at 22:30. Have one on me, brother. Fuck yeah. Thank you, man.
All right.
Tomahawk says, Canada recently banned guns, and so far over 90% have refused to turn them in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Canada's like, okay, that's nice. Thanks, eh? Okay.
Yeah, when they start going door to door, I think it's going to get spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canada has been known for their war crimes. So
they're a quiet bunch. I will say this about Canadians. They're a pretty quiet bunch. They won't really do anything until they do something, eh?
Eh?
They go
Watch
into,
out, A.
They go into Ottawa and honk their horns, and they get their bank accounts frozen.
I don't think the government in Ottawa should push the rural Canadians too far, because
It's the same thing in the United States.
Yeah.
You get 50 miles away from the big cities, it's a whole different fucking animal.
Totally different thing. And you will just, I mean, I had great uncles when I was a boy who were like, oh, the government types come up here and go up into the Hiawatha forest, and nobody ever hears from them, and nobody bothers to check on them.
They just gone. Like a fart in church.
Yeah. Hundreds of miles of forest.
Yep. Good luck with that.
No way to check it all.
Yep. 68 Barracuda says, Jimmy, look into the lyrics of My Little Armalite, a comrade on me left and another one on me right. Oh, trust me, I have that song saved on my playlist. I listen to it all the time at work. But Marxism, and whatever. It is what it is. And Barracuda again says, because city people running the farms worked out so well in Cambodia.
Mm-hmm. It's never really worked out anywhere.
Yep. And Barracuda again says, glad you're keyed in on the Promethean action, folks.
I watch quite a few things. A couple of people have dropped me some other names. I've seen most of those, but please, by all means, continue to drop them. I'll let you know if I've seen them, and if I haven't, cool, I need more.
All right.
There you go. LB Weaver's saying they canceled this. Why the fuck did they extend it to the May of this year? They should have just dragged him right out then and there.
Well, we'll see. Dude, I don't know. There's so many gutless fucking people out there. And a lot of men out there are sitting on their hands because they don't want to be called toxic. Fuck off.
I went at one of our county heads today. I ran into him at a farmer's market that I go to, local one. And I said, I'm tired of how dickless the men in this community have become. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, okay, then. So,
yeah. 60 Barracuda again says, hey, Jimmy, fuck pop up with the worst Hanoi Jane pole dance.
Oh, God damn it.
Here you go.
All right.
Even I'm bothered by that.
That's just fucked up, man.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, carry on.
Ellie Cards dropping in says, sing and pop, your dog man girlfriend wants to see you.
Great.
Of course. Don't forget the silvery and or the Romulan headdress because she likes it.
First time I saw that, I couldn't stop laughing.
That's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. I just can't believe how my face fits on that son of a bitch.
That's why I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, it's so realistic.
My buddy Pete fell off the toilet. He's laughing so hard.
All right. Mando coming in says, Dwarf, if you want to save my email for next Tuesday, I would not be upset.
Jimmy already read it.
All right.
That's the email that got read. It's the feta cheese episode.
The umbilical cheeseotomy.
The umbilical cheeseotomy.
That's what he called it.
That's perfect.
Pretty sure I remember hearing him tell that story, and I was horrified, but it was funny. At 60 Barracuda says, Pop, you need to do some speed walking with Cappy up in Northern Command. I hear he loves that shit.
Yeah, I just actually talked to him on the phone today, so yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Been a while since
We'll see.
Tom Hawk Drop 5 says, if you're going to do a prepper show, could you bring Colonel Murray's buddy Trooper on? That guy is a wealth of knowledge.
Well, fuck yeah, that's a good
No,
idea.
yeah, that's actually. I'll talk to them about that tomorrow. I'll
Yeah.
talk to the roundtable and see if they want to do a joint show on preparating.
Preparating. I like that.
Preparating, yeah. Yeah, I'll talk to them tomorrow about that.
Alucard is asking, when will the Pop Puke stream be?
That doesn't. We're not putting that on the schedule yet. So
Pop is hoping to say never.
Yeah,
It's
listen.
gonna happen.
Fuck off, man. What is it? You guys are sadists.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
It wouldn't be so funny if it wasn't so funny.
Well, I mean, ever since I had my TBI, I've like my fucking like resistance is gone.
It's funny for us. It's torture for you.
Yeah.
All right. Professor Blake Pooh Ass Blast coming in and says, hey, Pop, question. Is it true that you wear a wig instead of a toupee and play the song All the Single Ladies?
No. No, I'm sorry.
And he's asking to play Singing Blake. But you know what? We're going to do a new one. Because, since Dwarf likes his stories from Korea. You guys don't know that Dwarf was hired to do a commercial.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
아침 공기 딱 좋죠? 이 친구 덕분에 더 좋습니다. 현대폰이 아시죠? 승차감은 부드럽고 사람 태우면 다들 웃어요. 왜? 이야기꽃이 피거든요. 트렁크 보세요. 양배추 24포기. 아직도 자리 남아요. 김장철에도 걱정 없습니다. 밤길 포니가 있으면 따뜻하죠. 커피 한 잔 이야기.
It's so accurate!
Oh my God, that was great! That was great! All right. Oh my God.
I'd have to go back and watch it again. I was not expecting the Korean. I'd have to go back and watch it again, but I can tell you right now that the Korean was accurate.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great. But it's a Hyundai. The Koreans would.
No. Nope.
Well, Hyundai is an American Korean car. You go over to Korea and you don't get a lot of those. You get a lot of Ecus and a lot of Tico and a lot of Kia. Anyway, carry on.
Carrying on. 60 Barracuda says, zoom in on Pop and play the titty abscess explosion.
Okay.
Well, we don't have that one, but Pop says he doesn't like his musicals. He lied to you.
Look at the shine on the cobblestone, the city all aglow. Rain on my cap, but I'm grinning cause there's something I know. When the night feels nippy and the wind starts to pick, I fancy me a put that's dotted and thick. Oh, I love a bit of spotted dick with custard running slick.
Oh, God! Oh, God! That was fucked up! That's fucked up! Oh! That's so fucked up.
When I was getting everything ready this morning or today at lunch, and I got Billy's text, and he said, "Play these, you bastard!" I almost fell out of my chair. I was laughing so hard.
Oh my God, that was funny.
Oh, fuck, you sons of bitches.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, all right.
And Alucard coming in says, permission to annoy the 70 out of 72 fuckers from hell. Oh, this will be fun.
Ruh-roh.
All right, we got Jackal Boy here. What's up, Jackal? Says, if you think placenta feta cheese is bad, just imagine Pop's reaction to the box truck story. Oh, passed a link Redonkulas to a guy I overheard arguing with his lady at work.
All right.
There you go.
Listen, if you're arguing with your woman all the time, just get rid of her. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Pack your shit. Get out. I'm done.
That's right.
All right, Jackal again says, waffle stomping shit in the shower brain offline due to the lack of power consequences. Makes you cower, find you a wet spot, roll in flour, tasted her dark star, and it was sour.
Ah! Oh! Oh! Oh, that was
Sour.
bad.
Why would you do that?
Oh, God.
Because it's Jackal. He's got it.
Oh, you bastard.
Susan McCarley. Hey, Suze. She's dropping 5. Says, taxonomy?
Taxonomy is the science of classifying things, actually. So technically, yes.
Okay. All right.
The taxonomy of leftology.
There you go. All right, Alucard coming in and says, leftology, put it in the book, Pop.
There you go. Leftology.
I don't have my fucking pen and paper.
That one will stick in my head. Leftology.
And then POC, a person of calories, and text it to me later.
Actually, I'm going into the Tuesday show file right now, adding page, adding leftology.
New terms for the Papanomicon.
There you go. Jack Giddens, drop it 2, says clitomancer. A woman practicing clitomancy to make careers, money, and entire lives disappear while also conjuring growing gremlins to manifest government funding at will.
Put that in the notes. That is fucking awesome. Holy shit.
That's like necromancer, but with a clit.
Yeah. Clitomancer.
There you go. N2 Gas dropping $1 says, I'm surprised more campgrounds haven't started digging new cesspits for the RCMP.
Like I said, the Canadians are a quiet people.
Until they're not.
Yeah. So you don't know that they haven't been, is my point there.
There you go.
They wouldn't bring it up, eh?
Yep. When they start throwing cans of food, that's when you run.
Yeah. when they set their Molson down.
Ooh.
It's bad.
That too. All right, Barracuda come back, says, see if you can get General Blaine Holt too. He's a logistics guy.
Send me some information on him, and
Yeah.
I will, in fact. I'm trying to get some more interesting characters on the show. Not with like alarming frequency, but here and there. Like I said, Mr. Tony Moon, the rooftop Korean, will be joining us in May.
Yeah, but it will be a Saturday. It won't be on.
That will actually be a Saturday show because it's all he has available. But I'm going to make room for him. Fuck it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I mean,
it'll be an additional show.
He's a very interesting individual, and every now and again, I don't have a problem doing something on the weekend. Fuck it.
Yep. There you go. Mando coming back says, Pop, your misery is our comedy. Dwarf is getting close, and Jimmy has heard far worse from me. Yes, I have.
That's true.
Stop it. Just stop it, okay? Stop torturing me, you fucks.
It's a lot easier to make me angry than it is to gross me out, to be honest.
Yeah, I just get grossed out too easy now. I'm weak.
You're weak and undisciplined.
I wouldn't say that. I'm just weak.
All right, Barracuda coming back says, and tax on me is on the 16th. Worse than any other.
Yeah, I just spent half the day doing my fucking taxes today, man. Fucking nut roll.
Yeah, gotta love it. Jack will come back, says, I can't understand Korean, unfortunately. Maybe I should start a course on Duolingo. Dwarf, why are your lenses of your glasses lined with pee? They are so yellow.
Because the light from a monitor is blue. The yellow lenses help offset that, and it keeps me from getting ferocious headaches because I've been staring at screens ever since I joined the United States Army and worked in intelligence. So there you go. As far as Korean goes, bro, it's a hard language to learn. Okay.
I think Chinese is harder.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Chinese grammar is, you can, okay, all you like. Okay. I'm the one who went through the school. Korean's grammar is incredibly difficult. I can teach you to read and write the characters in Korean in 2 hours if you have half a brain. But I still, to this day, do not understand the 9 levels of grammar that Korean has. It's got 9 different levels of grammar for speaking.
Okay. I don't know, man.
Chinese has 3. Anyway, carry on.
Carrying on. Oh, excuse me. Alicard, he's asking, how's the mead, Dwarf?
Mead like. There is another batch going. There are several batches that are now 1.5 years old.
Ooh.
But
1.5.
What this means is once we finally get a license to sell this, we're going to have some really, really, really quality shit.
Yeah, we're going to have to come out of pocket and pay a lawyer to do that.
I think so.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
You know, I expect a bottle when that is appropriate to send to taste test to make sure it's good.
Well, all this means is we're going to have really serious quality product when we get the fucking license. So this is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
It's whiskey. You don't want whiskey that was made last week. It's not good.
No.
Well, it's just moonshine.
Right, exactly.
And I still got the empty bottle on my desk there too, man. I take a sniff of it every now and then. I'm like, oh, I miss that.
The batch that I bottled recently is just way off. Good. Anyway, carry on.
Carry on.
All right, last one on the Rumble side, unless there's going to be a sneaky bastard or two. I know there's going to be. Is Alucard says, Jimmy, how's your nightmare demon Heath? Did I piss him off yet? No. His name is Kevin, man. Come on. How many times do I got to tell you this?
Get it right, man.
It's Kevin.
My name's Razzle, dude.
All right. We will jump over to the MGTOW side of things. Got Dark Bag Dog first. Says, hello, guys. Big news. My wife replied after 35 days. She said she is healthy. She is doing well. She is not checking at 4 a.m. She is, and she sleeps her 8 hours every night. She says, people, whamming moment, says she sleeps well and has no anxiety. Lies. Rumble views tell me she watches every morning before 4 a.m. for a while, and then she checks my videos every day with pauses between 2 to 3 to 4 hours because she cannot stand being away from me. She is scared to be so clingy and dependent.
All right.
There you go. Moisture Patrol, drop a 25 on us. Regiment!
Thank you.
If you need a survival video to Redonkulas 12, let me know. I'll give the details.
Oh.
All right.
I mean, we could do stuff like that.
There you go. All right, Dark Mad Dogs got a couple in a row here. Says, I did say to her, I will marry her privately, no papers, nobody around, only her and me. I will hand sew her dress myself using my own base costume to mod it into a wedding dress. I sent her a ring pic. I have the ring, and her views exploded into 100 marks since she flipped into anxious, preoccupied from being disorganized after feeling safe with me for over 4 years of friendship, technically 80 in person.
So you're a friend zone rehabilitated person?
Yeah.
I don't know if that works.
The end game is here. Congrats on being on TV, Pop.
It's not the end game. I mean, I just got on for 4 minutes, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm helping out Pearl at the end of the month. I'll be off for about 5 days, helping out with the documentary down there in New Jersey.
Yep. I did like seeing the face on the reporters, or the look on the reporter's face when you just reached in and grabbed a handful of the dog tags and put them on the bag.
They would have flipped out if I'd have just dumped it.
It's like that's just a handful. That was probably roughly 50
thereabouts
tags around there.
It was about 50, 60 of them.
Yep.
Were there any offhand comments after you did that?
No.
When the camera stopped rolling?
No, one of the guys off camera, I heard him. He's like, "Oh my god." Yeah, so it's quite shocking. I mean, when you hear the number, you're like, "Oh yeah, 500." Yeah, but when you
hear the crash of the tags,
well, that bag only holds 500. I mean, and I have 592 now, 93, I should add, and they're in another bag. I'm on a second bag of dog tags. In fact, I got to buy more. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Pop, I have one of the canvas butt packs. Maybe we should the old 80s canvas butt packs.
I think I have some of those laying around. Yeah,
you should have a couple. If I have one, you should have at least one.
Yeah, those things are awesome too.
Those would hold it.
Oh yeah,
that would hold the dog. They'd probably hold 1,000.
Yeah, the old duck canvas. It's basically sail canvas. You could make sheets of this and make sailboat canvases with it.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
One day there will be 1,000 names.
I hope so.
All right, Dark Mad Dog says, Pop, have you seen the quartering downfall? Holy shit, it's crazy as fuck.
No, what's going on with the quartering?
I don't know. I've seen rumblings on Twitter. I don't fucking care. What? But Dark Mad Dog says, cuck, alcoholic, cheater, grifter, and the list goes on. And Stick has an epic, insane downfall. The owl bullshit wrecked him. Is this the year of the lol cows? Also, Texas is getting pajita'd. And Canada is dead. Officially, conservacucks and commies are crossing to liberals, giving commie carney a commie majority. I would not be surprised if the internet gets firewalled here.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yep.
And listen, Western Canada is about done with their fucking government, so we'll see what happens with that.
What is it? Alberta? They're wanting to fucking secede.
Yeah.
Good.
It's pretty much Western Canada saying, fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck you guys. All right, Mick Tyrone, and he's got 3 in a row here. The first one for 5 says, "Evening, gents, reporting from California. Good news. Eric Swallowswell has dropped out of the California governor race and resigned from Congress due to the Schmexual Association's allegations. This looks really bad for him. I'm always skeptical of any SA allegations from any woman on a man, but fuck that guy. Democrats royally fucked Swalwell over California's governor race. Democrats know no loyalty. Bolsheviks."
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now that Swalwell was chased out by the American Bolshevik Party, otherwise known as the American Democratic Party.
Yep.
Not for SA, but for other reasons.
They got rid of him. He was not going to get elected.
He became a liability. That's why they ran him out. It doesn't have anything to do with the allegations. Sorry.
Nope. Yep. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, yeah, they cooked this up for him just to tell him to go away. Mick Tyrone, second one for 5 says, "Speaking of becoming Detroit, Hollywood is dying. Hollywood jobs are drying out from the movie productions to the production leaving California. The culture in LA is dying, all because of the hubris of wokeness of Hollywood elites and the Bolsheviks in the Sacramento State House. And they brought it on themselves, all self-inflicted. Fuck Hollywood."
Well, I mean, if all you're going to do is sell propaganda and tell us what we should think, go fuck yourself. That's not going to work out.
Yeah.
Fuck them. They deserve it. Fuck Hollywood, man.
When you try to remake the movie Animal Farm and try to make it anti-capitalist,
yeah, good luck with that.
You've gone too fucking far. But then again, Seth Rogen's a part of it, and that guy's smoked himself retarded 10 years ago. Mick Tyrone finishes off, says, "Like Razorfist said, it was always red, so let it bleed out and die a painful death."
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And last one from Mick Tyrone on the MGTOW side says, "Hey, Pop, how do you expect men to stand up against the machine of the state after how they did Daniel Penny? It's clear if any man exercises his masculinity, he's crucified in the courts. That's a hard sell to men in the culture that hates them. I wish it wasn't this way. The two-way rifle range may be the only and final option."
That's why it was done to Daniel Penny.
Yeah. There was
period. That's the only reason it was done.
Yeah, a while back, there was a woman going down the stairs to an apartment, and she slipped, could have cracked her skull open and bled to death there, but a man stepped in and saved her, and she turned around and sued him because she startled him, and he
I recall that.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh, gee, and you wonder why women wonder why men are not approaching them.
They're not worth it anymore.
No.
I mean, you're going to get a woman who's like 25 that's 2 abortions deep and 50 cocks. I mean, fuck that.
Nope.
And you're going to risk half your shit and then, no, especially when they're like, "I'm not happy," on a whim and ruin your fucking life. Don't fucking do it, man. It's not worth it.
Yep. Over on Odyssey, we got 9 people watching. How we doing in the Twattersphere? Hey, 124 views.
Whoa, hey, whoa. Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's
More
because
gaming
I
content.
actually started spamming it later in the day.
Oh, okay.
Like between 3:30 and 5 o'clock instead of usually I do it around noon to 3.
Okay.
Because on Facebook, once I do more than 6 or 7, I get like, you've been restricted for an hour or 2 because you're doing too much.
Duly noted.
Yep. Okay. Well, that and there was a big update on X, Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And well, let's just say you can say certain things and your posts won't be limited.
Oh, yes, we had an internal text thing going today.
So you can say shit, piss, fuck you, bitch, bastard, motherfucker, tit, ass, twat, asshole.
You were always free to say that, but there were certain no words. I mean, you still can't.
Retard, idiot.
Yeah, that one. Let's just say the politically correct term for black basketball American is now Free range.
African American.
Yeah, free range. All right, we're gonna jump back over to the YouTube.
Hang on. I got some cash apps.
Yep. Get ready to bring those up, Pop. We had some sneaky bastards come in. We got Flade. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, no problem. But they're dropping $99.99 on us.
Oh, right.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Thanks for your continued support.
Thank you so much, man. Wow.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
Says longtime lurker. I just want to say thanks for all what you guys do. Hammerhand is closing his first comic book out soon. Prodigy Hell on Earth on Indigo.
Okay.
Indiegogo. Okay, that's what it is. Please give it a shout out. Love to see a Red Pillar succeed. From a bubblehead, run silent, run deep, men.
All right, yeah. All right, we got Susie McCarley for 30. Now drink. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Bolshevik. There you go.
Okay. And we've got HKC for 2. Saying Bolshevik. You guys are trying.
Yeah, damn it.
Be one of those. I hope nobody out there is drinking whiskey because you're going to be hurting right now.
I couldn't do it. I'm limiting myself to 1 beer.
I wouldn't be able to keep up with that.
Yeah, don't pull me and drink out of the shot glass. Don't take a shot for every Bolshevik. Take a sip.
And we got $20 from Samantha Batchelor. Thank you very much.
Hey, Sam. Sam is out of CDs, quarantine now, and
Good.
Can communicate.
All right, excellent. We got 300 from Crunch Muncher to keep you guys on air. Give them a Hillary. Here we go.
You know what? I'll give you a special Hillary with a thank you. Thank you very much. Fucking hell.
Thanks.
The disappearing beer bottle.
Well, it didn't really disappear. You know where it
When
went.
it pops ass.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know where the beer bottle went.
All right, we've got $10 from Lynn Morrison. Subject, Bolsheviks. Good Thursday here. All right, thank you so much, man. That's all for the cash apps.
That's it. All right, we're going to jump back in. Jackboy over on Rumble says, a difficult language, you say. Fuck you, I'll learn it. Prep educational books for when I visit later this year. I bet you will learn. I will learn by the end of the year. Fuck it.
Okay, so I still have some of the original books from the original school back in the 90s. If you really want to go down that road, I would be happy to hurt you.
He'll learn you.
There you go.
We started with 82 guys, okay? We started with 82 guys. We had 3 Green Berets, a handful of Rangers, and 4 SEALs. When we were done, we had 1 SEAL left. 11 guys graduated that class.
Wow. That's a lot of attrition.
Out of 82. Okay. So.
No, thank you.
Yeah. It's the intellectual equivalent of selection.
Yeah. My hands are killing me from hitting the bag today. Ooh.
There you go.
My brain hurts. We're just reading, the super chats. So, I'll pass on that. All right. 68 Barracuda says you should bottle the mead in giant glass Richards. Now I have a question.
Now you're trying to honey dick people.
I have a question. If you're a glass blower and you are commissioned to blow a glass dick, does that count as a homo suspicion point?
You must say no homo every time you complete one.
Wow. All right. That was weird. All right.
Shooter 130 dropping 5 says, I finally remembered to mention this. Has anyone else noticed that Nance is the only one that doesn't have the uncanny valley look in the Bolsheviks AI video?
Oh.
Yeah. And Ellie Card, he's asking, what can I do to piss off Jimmy's Night Terror demon? I revel in annoying them because it's fun and it's payback for the hound.
The hound.
Good luck, man. I've been trying to piss off Kevin for fucking years, bro. He's a chill dude.
You can't really piss off the evil. You can only deny it its satisfaction.
Yep. And two guests says, Jackson, Pop, do you have the machine to write the tags? If not, we should get you one.
No, I got the machine. It's a fucking nut roll, man. It is. Because I was like, I'm like, man, I'll be fucking doing this for fucking like 3 months.
Like Pop said, he is undisciplined. You do this something different about there. All right, looks like there's the duplicates in Rumble, you bastards. We got Beanhead 1970 says, good job, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. Ellie Card, I am a creature of chaos, and I revel to cause the evil's downfall. There you go. And Tomahawk, sneaky like the boy who discovered his dad's stash of Playboys.
That happens.
Yeah, until you get caught, and your father's like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Just don't let your mom see it. That's usually what happens when you're about 12 or 13 and your dad finds your porn. He's like, I just keep telling your mom see it. I don't know nothing.
There you go. Flash Gator's coming in and says, good evening, gents. Good evening to you.
Good evening to you. Yeah.
All right. Flash Gator, no eye patch tonight, Pirate Pop?
Nah, listen, I had a migraine, man. What are you guys are bastards. All right. I get it.
Well, I was looking for Nick Fury, dude.
Well, the thing is I get like 1 to 3 migraines a fucking week. And if I have to fucking do something, I have to either wear the fucking glasses, and that would probably not work. So I just said, fuck it. I wear the eye patch. Yeah. And it worked. I don't know. I thought it looked pretty good.
The effect worked. It did. It did.
Yep. Flash Gator dropping 5 says, no eye patch night. Jimmy, please play the new infomercials if not played yet. Otherwise, give me a Bolshevikville.
We've already played Bolshevikville.
We've already played Bolshevikville, but I did show this to the guys on the movie night. Pop is, he went in and auditioned for a movie.
Oh, God.
And it's going to happen.
On the mean streets of the city comes the man with the feather in his cap and stripes on his back. Smooth talking, fast walking, hard hitting. He's Terrence, the feathered pimp.
That's right, sucker.
He can charm the ladies,
Funky, baby,
and outdrive the law. When the mob moves in, when the block needs a hero, when the night turns hot, he's the coolest cat alive.
Terrence, the feathered pimp.
God, fuck you guys, man.
Oh God, where do you come up with this shit? That's
Billy, man. I don't know what goes on inside that motorcycle helmeted brain of his, but it's fucking...
Yeah, I gotta commission another countdown vid from him.
That's good shit.
There we go. Professor Blake coming in and says, Pop, I have a question. A friend that is in love with a girl, and my gut feeling is telling me that she's a bad idea, and caught her with another guy and told him about it, and he didn't believe me.
Oh,
there's only so much you can do there, dude.
Yeah, okay. First of all, next time, take a picture, get it on film. All right, and then that's harder for a man to not believe than.
No, she wouldn't do that. She loves me.
The thing is like my buddy Richard, before he passed away, a few years before that. He was messing around with this one chick, and I pulled him aside. I was like, man, she's a fucking raging turbo whore. And
was that one of the twins?
No, okay. Not that one. It was another chick. And he actually listened to me. He's like, okay. Because I knew him since he was 8. I'm not going to lie to the guy.
Yeah.
I have any skin in the game. It's not like I wanted to be with this bitch. Fuck her, man.
It's like, bro, do you want the backhand or the knife hand?
Yeah, it's better
because you're probably going to get both.
It's better to get the knife hand. You listen to the knife hand, it really cuts down on the pain, aggravation, and expense.
Yep.
Sidebar trivia note: we had a pair of goth twins that looked like they should have been out of the original Beetlejuice movie in high school with us.
Yes, I remember. He married one of them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, she
goth twins right out of the freaking Beetlejuice movie.
And she gouged his heart through his asshole, and that's one of the main reasons he got.
Both of those girls were evil.
Yeah, he was so fucked up over it. He died I believe he died because of her.
So
he drank himself to death, used drugs. He was fucked up.
She literally did the Kalima, but she reached up his ass.
These girls they looked like they were capable of bad news, and they were both kind of cute too, which is the worst combination.
That's
Carry
bad
on.
combination.
Let's finish this up. We're running over.
All right, Ali Card says, Jimmy, the bottle went up Hillary's cunt.
Sounds refreshing, but it really isn't.
Mando says, I do not have night terror demons, but I have heard of nightmares. Horse chicks.
Horse chicks.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, and last one of the night, we got Ali Card says, Jimmy, is your night terror demon a succubus? No. Kevin's a dude. It's all good. But let me do one more quick run through, just like Pop's X.
You're gonna be sued, man. Stop it.
Oh, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
All right, that does it for the night. So, Battledorf, any more final Bolsheviks for us tonight?
I don't have any more final Bolsheviks, but there will be a lot of stuff coming up. Hopefully, we're going to do some less mentally painful topics. So I'm up for recommendations if you have something you want to hear about. The prepper one is a good one, obviously.
Yes, the prepper one is a good one.
Yep. There you go. Alrighty, Popster.
All right, everybody, don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. It's not going to work out for you. If you absolutely must fornicate, wear a condom, take it with you, or flush it down the toilet. Watch it go all the way down. Why? Because women are sneaky bitches, and child support does last 18 to 21 years, depending upon the state you are in. Rack up, pack up, and stack up. There's always safety in numbers, and maintain your situational awareness, because if you're going to get attacked, something in the environment will have changed, and it's up to you to see it. Last but not least, I'm sick and tired of throwing you guys into the dirt because you're taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You need to play the long game. Your future can literally change on a dime, and often does. You need to stay in the fight. And if everything else fails, just live out of motherfucking spite. And remember, Uncle Pop is here cheering for you for all of your victories, even the ones you can never tell anyone about. Boom, beer me.
There you go. And of course, I got to take off the button pushing monkey hat and put on the evil shilling hat. And well, I might even put on a happy helmet.
Ah.
There you go, guys. You guys know where to go to get all of the best merch on the planet. Bolsheviks, drink, you bastards.
All
and all that good stuff, you know where to go. Fear the syrup, you know what it is, what it is. And maybe if you guys email us and let us know some merch ideas, we'll see if we can make it happen.
All right. Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Within reason, and all that good stuff. But alrighty, guys, we will see you on.
Wait. Redster slid one by us over on the Rumble, threw $50 at us, and said, "Great show."
Oh,
Thank
holy fucking shit! You get one of these from the Kampfschweg himself.
Thanks for your support.
All right.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on Thursday where we will read in the 593rd life saved because of this bastard right here. Using
Don't make it weird, man.
Comedy, logic, and reasoning, man.
Captain Pop Sparrow.
Fuck off. Don't make it weird, man. And I think Blake is going to be on Thursday.
Yes.
I believe he is. Yep. So
excellent.
Thursday, the Cap Taint will be there to give you guys a good snail trail because you're into that, you sick fucks.
Oh.
Take it easy.